Yo, what is going down, y'all? Welcome in the most underrated podcast, broadcasting from Certified Tattoo Studios. You already know, man. Your homeboy Thomas the Franchise sitting in with you. Dal Palantonio sitting across the table. JJ Stringstein over in the corner today because we have a guest in studio, the homie JR. How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Good. We'll get to you in a second. My man's got some business ventures, some stuff we're going to talk about. Huge sneakers and fashion segment today, not only with JR, but we got stuff that we caught from the last Supreme drop that came in. We're going to take a look at what did we get from this morning's Supreme drop, week 2, or I guess is this week 1? This is week 1 officially?
You know what? I think let's call it week 2. Week 0 to week 1 to week 2. It's too confusing.
Right,
let's just say second week of Supreme. Let's go. We're back to our regular programming on Thursdays. How about that?
Exactly.
No more Mondays.
We're back.
Okay?
So,
we are back.
Yeah, we'll get into all that stuff. We have the R. Kelly was on CBS this morning. Did you get a chance to check out the interview?
Dog. Disturbing.
Yeah.
It's the only word I got for you.
No doubt. I got some sound from that we'll check out. We also want to talk about LeBron James passing Michael Jordan in the all-time scoring list last night. Want to get to that stuff. Maybe some Kyler Murray if we have time. Some recent developments earlier this week coming out of the Combine. Last week, first it was talked about, it was all about his height and his hand size. And once he hit those measurables, everyone was all in on him.
Sure.
Not so fast. After we recorded dropped the cast on Tuesday, some more news came out about Kyler Murray, so we'll try to get into that stuff. As far as today goes, man, let me update you. I'll start out with this. Let me update you guys on the whip situation.
The whip.
Oh, the whip. Shopping for cars is a fucking nightmare. Let's just be real. It's a disaster. I finally found the car I think I'm going to go with. I'm hopefully going to pick this bitch up today. As long as I test drive it and everything's good. From the photos I looked at, the tires looked a little sus, so I might try to gouge them on tires. I might try to have them throw some tires on.
Nice. So you're going used then?
Yes, used. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Going with the 2016 Ford Edge Sport, dude. So it's like the ST.
Okay.
This shit still has twin turbos, 315 horsepower, still super, super powerful, but it's a couple years older, 2016, 30,000 miles on it, but I'm getting it for this car retailed when it dropped that year. This car was retailing between 45 and 48,000. So I'm getting it for under 25 for
really?
30,000 miles, dude. Couple years old, but because it was the top of the line package at that time, you still have the backup camera, you still have the blind spot assist, you still have all the tech and all the new shit. It's just a couple years older because it was the highest level of Edge at that time.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the decision I think I've made. It's all black on black, blacked out whip, black wheels.
Can't beat that.
Twin turbo, super sick. Like I said, all the tech shit
Stealth.
inside. It doesn't have the third row seating, which I'm pumped about because that's some grocery getter bullshit. Look, to me, I don't need that. I don't got a dog. I don't got any other pets. I don't have enough people traveling in my car. I need to throw a third row seat in. If I want to throw that shit down, throw your Razor scooter in the back. Boom. Go get a couch, cop a new couch, throw it in the back. Boom. I don't want to have to fold down those seats. I don't have to deal with no bullshit. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. You're not a mother. You're not a mother of 4.
Exactly.
Get out of here.
Exactly. Get out of here. No, I just tried to fire gunshots.
I was going to do the shot too, yeah.
I tried to fire gunshots and the volume was down.
Take that L on the way.
So I'm going to go ahead and take that L. Anyways, man.
That sounds cool, man. I'm happy for you, man. I can't wait to ride in it.
What do you got going today? Chilling?
Just chilling, man. Taking it easy. Robin's working, so for me, I think I'm gonna just run some errands, man. There's a shop, I guess, at Aurora Mall that we'll talk in sneakers and fashion that might carry these pants that I have on today that we'll talk a little bit about. So I might do a little bit of shopping today.
Oh, in store, those might be available, same retail price.
That's the rumor.
Ooh, I was seeing those. I definitely I want to get into those. Yeah, we'll get into those sneaker fashion, but I want to.
So running errands today. Just kind of keeping things in check. I got the whole day off, so I don't have to go get the whip. I don't have to run a lot of errands that I'm forced to do or have to do. So today it's just kind of tying up loose ends, I think.
Can I ask you how the counseling session went? Like you said on Tuesday, or the last time we did the cast, you had counseling that night. How did it all go? What's been going on there? I know you guys are still. I know it's weird, man. You're in a weird situation because it's like you're trying to get back to normal life and everyone looks at you like you're back to normal, like your life's back to normal because about 3 weeks has gone by since the tragedy in your life.
You bet. Also,
you're back to work. So people just look at you like, oh, we're good.
Yeah.
Dallas is back.
Yeah.
Everything's new. Everything's going good. And I am a little closer to you, so I know that's not the case. I know you guys are still struggling a little bit. You're still dealing with some things. It's still a tough situation for you. It's still going to work and stuff. It's not always the easiest thing still, or even doing the cast here, man.
Right.
Still battling some stuff. So how was that the first counseling session since?
No, it's the second one.
Okay.
So we had one. We actually went that week where the tragedy actually happened. We went to a counseling session later on that week, which was really hard, obviously, right? She was just kind of, our counselor was just kind of listening and just letting us vent, right? Which is cool. And then we missed one because she had a health condition, got sick or something like that. And then now we're back to this one. This one was good, man. Am I still undefeated?
Right.
That is the question.
That's so funny.
All the viewers would like to know, hey, is Dow still undefeated? I would say absolutely. There's no question. But this last session was good, man. So getting back into it, it's really not about Robin and I. I mean, I think we're doing a great job communicating and, setting expectations, doing all those things that I kind of struggled with.
You guys still taking the dog?
What's that?
Still taking the dog?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Dude, that's great.
That's what the session's for the dog. I think it's more for the dog than you guys.
I think the dog's definitely more excited
right.
to go to this.
The dog's winning.
Dude, the dog gets
sessions.
on the couch, dog. It just makes his own. Dude, it's his own place. It's crazy, man. But
So losing someone. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
there.
so losing somebody is really, really tough. So I mean, obviously the first session was just really about grief and how do you grieve and what's the best. Am I doing things right? Now we're starting to get into not communication. It's still kind of about where we're at and addressing kind of, how's your tank? Is it empty? Is it full? What do you need? And for me, I had to give Robin and her family a lot of support, and I had to just kind of be that strong person and be that rock. And that was cool, man. It was totally fine. I was happy to do it. Now what I'm starting to find out is, my tank's a little light. And the thing that I've been dealing with in my head is that okay? Is that selfish to feel that way? And I'm having all these thoughts because I don't want it to be about me. I wasn't the individual who lost my own father, right? I lost a person that I care about deeply, that I'll miss more than life itself. But I wasn't the one. I wasn't a part of the immediate family. So I'm kind of like the man with no land. You dig? Where do I fall into this? And why would I need anything? You know what I mean? But this is still a death, and it still is shocking, to anybody involved.
For sure.
So I think that's kind of what our last session was about is is it okay for me to need stuff right now? Now that I've been giving for the last, this last Tuesday, it's been 3 weeks to the day. I'm just trying to find what is okay for me to feel and what to not feel. So I think we're just kind of checking in on me, and I'm being honest. Hey, I'm feeling a little short. I'm a little snappy. Yeah. I don't have as much patience. I'm not myself. I'm not as witty. I'm not as comfortable in my own skin right now. And that's because I'm trying to identify with how I should be healing at this point and still feeling kind of selfish for it, I guess.
I think that's a great point you brought up, because I think even me, as close to you as I am and as good of friends as we are and shit, and we, doing this show and all the other stuff that we have going on together, I think I am just as guilty as anyone else of being like, oh yeah, you're good now. You're treating you kind of like normal, and there's still some grieving that goes on. But I think a lot of people, the point that you brought up here is really, really valuable, because I think oftentimes when there's a tragedy or something happens to someone, we tend to move towards the person it happened to, and we tend to try to give them all the love and everything they need.
Sure.
As to where the person that's directly next to them, like you are with Robin, you don't get all that love and you don't get all that support, but you're outpouring and you're giving it all too. But that there is something to be said for, damn, I'm empty as hell now. I'm feeling low. You know what I mean? I'm feeling kind of beat down. I'm feeling a little bit out of it.
I've lost my way.
Yeah, I'm feeling like I need a little support. I need to go just get out and go get a Philly cheesesteak with franchise and ride some scooters and go look at some sneaks and mess around and have some laughs and have some jokes. So I feel bad, because I've been mad busy with the whip situation. Sure. I've been mad busy with my relationship and my life and all the stuff I have going on. 303 day last weekend, working my day off and stuff. So
killing it.
I feel bad as a friend. Damn, I haven't been there for Dal as much as maybe I should have been. That kind of opens my eyes. So just speaking to you guys out there, man, if you have somebody that's gone through something or a tragedy, look at the person that's closest to them and maybe try to offer that support and that love to them as well, because the chances are they could be in need.
Yeah, or also empty for sure.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a valid point for sure. But
I didn't realize that until you brought that up.
And the person that is going through this, let's just say me, it's hard to bring that up to even your best friends, because again, I'm already feeling a little selfish for feeling this anyways. Again, like I was alluding to, I didn't lose my dad.
Right.
I didn't lose my husband. Okay. So I'm feeling selfish for giving and not having anything left and not being able to, be okay during my regular routines. And it's hard to get back to my routines because they're not fun.
Right.
I don't have any confidence with those routines quite yet. I don't really have any kind of getaways, i.e. hanging out with friends or going broing out or just whatever it is that you want to do.
Well, especially since this happened, you've been with Robin the whole time. You've been supporting her. You've been not necessarily on top of each other, but, for a lack of a better term, you guys have been connected at the hip, and she's gotten used to that security and that support that you're given. So anytime you do try to maybe break away or try to go do something, she may be feeling a little bit like, oh no,
you can't go. What are you doing? I need you. And that puts rough, even more pressure. And bless her heart,
dude.
Tough,
tough for both of you guys.
Yeah,
super tough.
We got in a small argument last night about that type of thing, and we both went to bed obviously a little upset and feeling for each other, and trying to understand, but not being able to because we're still in our own heads and our own thoughts about kind of what we're going through. So it's tough.
I think this is something that both of you guys can learn from. Both of you guys can understand each other's side. I don't think there's definitely nobody wrong here. No. It's just the way you guys are feeling. And I think both sides of feelings are valid. It's just you two realizing like, oh, okay, this is where he's coming from. This is where she's coming from. And same thing, man. Just got to realize you're a little bit empty. Just got to realize that when you got your day off and you go home or whatever, she works from home. She's there all the time. You don't really have a little bit of an escape or I haven't been available to like bro out with, what I mean, or whatever. So
I love her, but damn, I need a break.
You get it.
We just need a break.
Everyone does.
Having to instill in each other, everything. And we're both going through the same thing, but totally different, obviously.
No doubt.
And we're at different points of our healing. Yeah. And it's like being in that bubble, like getting sucked back in that bubble. It's hard, dude.
I can feel it too, and I see it. Even convos like this are good. This helps you get it out, helps you vent, helps you kind of maybe take a step back out of the situation and look at it from a different point of view. And be like, all right, cool. I can see where she's coming from. All right, this is I messed up here a little bit. She could probably do a little better in this area. Maybe this is a way I can communicate that to her without being offensive. Stuff like that. So I think that's always good, man. I think you guys are definitely still on the path to growth, and you're doing, counseling's going good. Everything's going well. It's just these little setbacks, these little things that are going to come up, but it's always hard when you lose someone. It's hard on the person that lost someone or had a tragedy, whatever the case may be, and it's also hard on the people that are closest to them, man. Sure. It just really is. So be conscious of that. Yep. Just be conscious of that. That'd be my message there. To kind of on a lighter note and to move forward, no hat today.
No hat today.
I was expecting a little bit more mullet. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I kind of want to give you a shot real quick for the lack of mullet.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a little bit mullety here on camera side, which is nice. You guys are getting a little bit more.
You guys are getting the goods.
More mullet
Sorry,
side.
the hoodie is covering it a little bit. But I went gently into it, okay? This isn't
I was expecting the sides to be shaved down, bruh. I was expecting you to come in Rick Vaughn, Wild Thing, you know what I mean? Like ready to go.
Totally. Joe Dirt.
Yeah. Joe Deer Tech.
Well, first of all, my hair's not that long, so let's ease into this. This is an art.
Okay, so we're taking time. We're taking it slow. This isn't the final product here. This isn't the mullet we...
This is a work of art, my friend. It takes time to sculpt such a unique hairstyle. And, if I'm going to take this serious... let's ease into this and let's do it the right way.
Let me see the other side here. Spin the chair. So you show the crowd or show the audience here. So you got the, what is that? Your left side, which looks pretty good. The side I'm looking at, camera side. Then if you spin around, the right side's a little bit longer. It's not as mulleted out. At first, I didn't know if it was a little longer, if it was just tamed more.
Yeah.
But it looks like it looks like a little bit more reserved on this side. You got Superman Clark Kent over here. Yeah. You got on the way to some madness over here. A little not quite business in the front, party in the back yet, but we're on the way.
Yeah. I think what you have to do is every person's hairstyle is trained a certain way. Yeah. It's going to lay a certain way. It's going to want to go a certain way. So that's why we went a little aggressive here on the left side. Yeah. Right side, as you viewers are watching, and then the right side, it's kind of a more ease into it. Kind of just.
It's pretty nice, dude, because it's like that's the side the hair lays down, the part goes to. It kind of swoops back nicely. You didn't go too short on it.
Right.
It's just blended nice. I mean, it's blended really, really well. She did a great job. Whoever.
It is. It's a way to tame the chaos. That's all it is.
Yeah.
We're just taming the chaos. But here in a little while, 6 months, 8 months down the road, I make no promises. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be dirty. And it's going to be glorious.
Are you growing a mustache with it? Are you shaving the whole beard with it?
You know what? There's flexibility in this, in and with this. So who knows, man? I might go back to, Jack from This Is Us, right?
No, I never watched that show.
Oh, we talked
told,
about
I
it
know,
though a little bit, right?
You told me
so,
to, yeah.
So Jack is the quintessential like greatest husband on earth, right? Just the love languages are phenomenal. He speaks it. He's loves his kids, blah blah blah. So I esteem to be like him, and attaching a mustache to an already sweet mullet. Let's go.
So
I think Jack would be proud.
No Razor Ramon.
Oh
yeah, no, Razor Ramon's a little aggressive.
Little
like
long in the
riff-raff?
back. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think with the little swirl in the front.
Couldn't
Oh,
do
that
it.
would be it with the toothpick.
Couldn't do it.
You got something to say, Chico?
Couldn't do it.
The
No way.
chest hair,
You're talking
Yeah.
to the bad guy.
The hamburger meat coming out the shirt. No,
or
I'll
the
pass.
riff-raff. I mean,
Riff-raff.
The
too,
riffraff, I could probably do a little riffraff. I've seen riffraff a little lately, and it looks like he's all about braids.
Yeah,
He's braiding the
he
hell
always
out of
leaves
it,
it
right?
braids.
Just braids.
So I think what his whole thing is like he braids it so it grows longer.
Dope.
Oh, really?
Because he like his hair from bleaching it and coloring
All messed
Yeah,
up.
it's all jacked up.
jacked up. And
Texture
then that's
sucks.
what like made him do he calls it the Texas tailgate.
Oh yeah.
Dude, there are so many great mullets, man. The Texas tailgate's one of the better ones, though, for sure. There's a big poster that you can buy that has all the different type of mullet cuts. The shorter on sides, longer on backs, shorter on fronts, long on fronts, comb over. The misfit mullet, dude. I forget what they call that one, where you have the length in the front, but the back is longer. Dude, there's so many great mullets out there. And again, like I said, they're all works of art.
I'm ready for summer. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for you to get that going.
Yeah, for sure. Can you imagine this? And this, I need the Waterworld body. I need to get that. I need to work on that real quick.
Yeah.
Imagine going to Waterworld like this.
Fire.
Oh, dude. I mean, our ladies better go with us, or else they're probably going to be a little concerned. We're going to
Yeah.
be looking that tight.
No doubt.
Okay.
With
No
the
doubt.
Viper glasses.
Yeah, the
guaranteed.
Vipers and the Neffs or
Yeah,
the
for
neon
sure.
icon joints.
Yeah.
All right, man, JR, this is a good point. Let's bring you in, dog. You came to sit in on the cast with us here today. We've had a good relationship. You used to work at a consignment store here locally. Yep. You're moving on from that and kind of starting your own business. It's going to be located in the Belmar Shopping Center, and it is called The Re-Up, man. Is this all sneakers, or kind of break down the business for me? First of all, let me give you some fucking hand claps, man. Thanks for coming on the show today, dog.
Hopefully today I could get some gunshots of approval.
You like gun?
validation.
You want the gunshots? We got shots, bro. We got shots. Actually, we don't have shots. I thought we had shots.
Not yet.
All right, there we go. We got
there
shots.
we go.
Sorry, I had to reload. I was out, man. The clip was empty.
Bet. So basically, yeah, the store's called The Re-Up, and it's in Belmar Shopping Center, like you said, and I'm taking a definite little bit of everything that I've gained in the culture. And it's, a lot of people, they're just like strictly resellers, and they're just on shoes, and they're Supreme, and and I wanted to like kind of veer off and do what I learned in life, and it's really I'd call it like a hip hop shop.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
sneakers, artwork, clothing. Mm-hmm. So we have a full print shop in the back, so you could silk screen your own shirts. You bring us a design, we'll embroider it for you on hats or whatever the case may be. But
cool.
I really like you said, I worked at a store in here in Colorado for a while, and just really kind of learned the basics and just started getting really intense with it. And I said, you know what, there needs to be more of this, but even better. I feel like a lot of the times we kind of just stay focused on that road, and we're just like trying to beat it to death, and we just feel like we have to be like other shops like Urban Necessities and like Flight Club and like Stadium Goods, and and the thing is I definitely wanted to bring products like sneakers that everybody wants and everybody loves, but I wanted to do a spin on it, and bring in graffiti supplies, because art is running rampant in Colorado.
Yeah.
We have
Art culture's
the Rhino
huge here,
District. Yeah, the Rhino District is booming here in Colorado. So I said, I'm going to throw some spray paint in there. I'm going to give artists an opportunity. And actually, this is you guys are the first ones to find out about this, but every month we're going to have a featured artist.
Oh, dope.
And
okay.
yeah, so what we're going to do is get an artist, and they're going to have a wall to do whatever they want. And the whole month is theirs to sell products, to showcase their artwork and everything like that. So, and we got some dope ideas with jerseys, and because we have some jerseys in stock already, and we're actually having the artist do art on the jerseys. And
custom stuff?
Yeah, and then
Cool.
we're going to auction those off and, figure out something to do with those. So, yeah.
Nice.
As far you talk about differentiating a little bit from the big sneaker consigners that we see nationwide, there's been a few different consignment shops pop up here in Colorado. Why do you think none of them have really taken off the way the other shops have across the country? And what are you going to do to be different? And give me all the stuff that you're going to do to bring a different look and a fresh look to Colorado.
So, I know a lot of the owners from the other shops, and, like, salute to them, so me, I'm basically the people, and, and I'm with the people, and just, people are hitting me up in these sneaker groups and hitting me up and asking me, hey, can you find this? And I want a place that basically holds that culture and gives everybody a voice, because I feel like in Colorado, the sneaker culture isn't that big. It's not as big as, like, say, New York or LA.
Well, that's something that I would speak to, and that's why that's my personal opinion on why it hasn't taken off. I've had this conversation with JJ. I think we've talked about it. Starting a shop like this is very difficult in Colorado because it's not like kids are lining up down at actual Supreme New York or lining up at, we're not getting Flight Club or any of these places that are getting all the exclusive drops. We don't really get a ton of that in Colorado. Right. So it's not like they're able to go take it, get it from there and then take it and turn around and flip it to you or consign it with you. They have to wait for it to come in if they're even able to cop it. Exactly. There's just so much more, it's so much more limited here. So how are you going to combat that? And that issue of not being able to get everything locally.
So what I want to do is I'm working with some pretty heavy hitters, and so what we plan on doing in 6 months to 8 months is having every drop in every single size. So,
that's a big, it's a tall task there.
Yeah. And, and I definitely linked up with the right people, and actually a lot of people just kind of reached out to me, and they're like, hey, we know that you're like the face, you know what I'm saying, of these companies. And we know that you got what it takes, and we have money, and, we want to invest it, and we want to see what you do with it, and they're really like losing nothing because of the fact that sneakers and and hype stuff is just booming, because one thing that I kind of push away from in my store is the hype beast clothing, because
you push away from saying you're not going to stock as much of that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to do accessories heavy. But as far as t-shirts and jackets and stuff like that, we're going to kind of push away from it, just because a lot of stores in Colorado have been getting targeted for those items, and actually people running in and
robbing
off.
Shit, you're saying targeted.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Exactly.
Wow.
So
targeted.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one thing that any business owner does not want is a broken windshield.
Right.
And, their stock pulled out, whether they're insured or not. You don't want to have to use your insurance every so often, so, but like I said, I feel like if you treat people with respect, nobody's going to rob you. You know what I'm saying? If you treat people with respect and you show people love, then, then you're good. You're in good
That's been an issue with a couple other shops here in Colorado. As well. Go ahead, jump in now.
I think what I would ask you is, so with this, so obviously you're going to be able to print things, and it sounds like one of your biggest parts of your business model is really kind of being able to get the voice of the consumers,
Definitely.
and your people that you're specifically buying and tailoring to by selling. So with that, so it sounds like you're obviously going to be able to print, screen print, embroider, that kind of stuff, either on the spot, which can take a little bit of time, right? So you build your clientele up there. Consigning, are you going to be doing much consigning shoe-wise and maybe some accessories like you talked about? And then the other thing is, is this going to have any type of remnants of, vintage clothing? What about vintage? Are you going to be doing any vintage? Do you have anybody picking for you? Do you have that as part of your business model as well?
So we do have a couple people that are on board that are doing that right now. So they're kind of like, I'm letting them come in as separate entities.
Cool.
Because it's all about helping the younger generation out,
Totally.
Because like there's going to be a time where, I sit back and I say, you know what, I want to just, sit back and relax, and enjoy everything. And, so I'm training some guys up to learn the business, and they're doing the thrifting thing. And we got a seamstress on board doing the bootleg Gucci and stuff like that. So they're actually getting these items thrifted, and they're pulling everything apart, and then they're, putting the bootleg Gucci on
Putting your stamps
jerseys
on it. Yeah.
and different stuff like that. So,
That's kinda fire.
so that is something that we're doing. And then also too, so we're doing things a little bit different. So consignment rates, a lot of people, they're like, what's your consignment rate? And that's the biggest issue is like 10%. Is it 15%? What is it?
What is the standard right now in the industry usually? 10%?
Like 10%.
Yeah, something like that.
Obviously StockX, they go in tiers. So,
Sure.
So basically, right now, as of today, we have about 260 pairs of shoes for the store opening, and they are consigned. And then I have about 40 pairs of my own that I'm putting in there, just to sell. And so basically, what I'm doing is I'm asking people, what's the low? If I was to buy it today, what's the lowest that you'll take? And I write it down, and we have a contract and everything. And so no matter what, they're getting what they asked for.
Okay.
So if it's good for me because say they want 200 for an item, we put a price tag of 280, 300. And somebody says, "Hey, man, I want this, but would you do 280?" Then,
did you get a lot of people trying to bargain at the other stores you were working at with consignment?
And the biggest thing everybody goes through now, any consignment store is the comparison to StockX. You know what I'm saying?
Right, of course.
Sure. Everybody's like runs to that, and so I always flip the script. Like people come in, they're like, "Oh, well, if you were to buy it, I want this much." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I know StockX says that, but look at the last sale.
Right.
Look at the highest
That's what
bid.
someo's asking. That's not what the shit's selling for.
Like
a lot of people make that
somebody hit
mistake.
me with like, "Oh, look at these UNC ones. They're going for $1,000." And I'm like, they're not going for $1,000.
Right.
They're asking.
Someone has listed.
$1,000.
Yeah.
Or you can even do it the other way and say, hey, this is the price, and then somebody will hit you and say, well, the highest bid is only like $150. So what can you do? It's like, well, yeah, I lowball the shit out of people too if I can, and that's all that is, just to kind of see if they can get some traction.
And seeing the thing is like people are like, if you have money, if you have cash, they're gonna talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And
oh yeah.
I've bought Yeezy's dead stock for like as low as like 140 dead stock. And I have a couple pairs, and that's how I buy and sell, because then I can sell it at retail. I mean, that's the ideal thing, right? Is to buy a shoe that's sold out at retail or close to it.
I think anyone that's been in the game from a standpoint of, if you ever gone to a flea market, if you've ever tried to bargain anything, if you've ever worked in sales, you know that money talks. Walking in there with a pocket full of cash and offering them $300 when they asked $400 might work. A lot of people will take that because they're like, all right, cool. I don't have the time to read. Dude, I've got like that multiple times where back in the day I'd have phones, old phones I wasn't using anymore, selling phones or whatever. I'd be asking $500 for the phone. I'd show up at the place to meet the guy. He'd be like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man? You said $500. I got $440. We take it." I'm like, "Man, this motherfucker." I'm so pissed off. I'm so annoyed because I'm like, "Man, we agreed on $500 before I got here. We fucking $500. Like I triple check, triple question marks and shit."
Yeah, pull the text
right.
up, like,
But then I'm meeting this fool at McDonald's on the corner of Quincy and Buckley in the ghetto, like 9:30 at night, really annoyed, don't want to relist the phone up on Craigslist or offer up again. So when I go in there and the guy's like, "Hey, will you take $440? As bad as I want to punch him in the teeth, what am I doing? I'm probably taking the $440 and eating my own dick because I don't want to deal with with the extra. How deep is the extra $60 for me to go relist it, go talk to another person, drive up, meet the other person just to have that shit maybe done again? Like
it's all about your time.
Yeah.
How much is your time worth?
Right. Exactly. Right. And so like one thing that I do as just kind of just like shits and giggles is so like whenever somebody offers me or I sell something on the street or whatever, so what I'll always do is I'll be like, they'll be like, "Oh, I could do 280," and I'm like, "Look, they're worth 325. I'm asking you 300. I'm already giving you a discount." So they're like, "Oh, well, all I got is 280," and I'm like, "All right, I want to get rid of it." So I'll hit them with like, "All right, I'll do 280 in like a bag of hot Cheetos and like a Gatorade."
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Because like they laugh and then they're like, "All right, that works," but you're still getting something that you want,
No
like
doubt.
even if it's just kind of like ridiculous, it's still like, okay, it lightens the mood a little bit.
For sure. And I think that's something that does set you apart from other consignment shops because pretty much the price is fixed because it's not their item.
Right.
It's not whoever's working the Stadium Goods or, JC at Urban Necessities, it's not their item to say, we'll take less.
And it's not their fault either, right?
Right. So that's pretty cool that you can list it at one price and then a low price. That's the least they're willing to take. You're not saying, hey, we're just going to sell it for this, no matter what. But I'm saying if we get down to this price, are you cool taking that?
Yeah,
I think that's
cool.
That's a cool model.
Because either way, they're getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And that's the biggest thing is because at first when I started hitting people up, they were like hell bent on that. Like this dude was like 15%. Well, can you? And it was ridiculous. Like, can you do 13%? And I'm like. Oh yeah, sure, why not? So I was like, you know what, cut off the percent because people run from percents,
right?
So I was like, all right, cut off the percent. What do you want for it? You know what I'm saying? If I was to buy it, what do you want for it? Okay, that's what I'll give you. You know what I'm saying? And it all works out. Everybody's happy at the end of the day.
That's what's up. I got a question for you. So Franchise and I, obviously, we've talked in the last cast and a few others, about kind of being inspired to kind of running your own business. We're looking at doing that eventually as well, right? That's obviously the goal for anybody, I think, that is in any type of sales. Hey, let me just run my own business somehow, some way, whatever that is. What advice would you have for individuals like Franchise and I who hopefully can have the ability and chance to run our own business, whether it's with YouTube, with its podcast, whatever, real versus fake videos, whatever we decide to do in the future? What advice would you have for those individuals to that aspire to start their own business based off of what you did? You finally left, and I wouldn't say the company you were with was a big corporation by any stretch, but leaving kind of a job,
corporate structure, a consistent paycheck.
How about just leaving structure? Because obviously, when you start your own business, you don't have the structure yet. You're going to grow into this and make it what it is eventually. What advice would you have to essentially take the leap of faith and kind of start your own business?
So, my biggest thing was, you have to find your why completely in life. Okay. My why was, my family. I have my wife at home and I have my daughter, and I have a daughter with a disability.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So my daughter, she is the light of my life, and a lot of people's, so I was like, you know what? I'm tired of working all day long, 7 days a week to not see my daughter and for her to be like, Dad, can you have a day off? So I was like, you know what? That's my why. I need to start my own business so that way, with her disability, if she isn't able to work, she has a business, she already has a business. So that was my why. And I took that leap of faith. And I mean, the store that I was working at, they treated me very good. They took me out everywhere. They flew me to all kinds of places, and it was a lovely place. But the thing is the biggest issue that I was having is time away from my family, so I was like, all right, that's my why. So that motivated me, okay. And the biggest thing is having people on your side that are motivating and positive, because if you have negative people, it's going to bring you down. If you're like, I'm going to start a business, they're like, yeah, right. You're not business material.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This fool's been saying that for 3 years.
I remember my first business.
Right. Yeah. And that, so that's what I heard, So I heard oh yeah, right. You got to have money and you don't have money and this and that. And I was like, all right, you know what? That's cool. Yeah. So I stopped letting people in on my ideas, and I just completely shut a lot of people out. And I was like, you know what? I looked up retail sales, sneaker sales. In 2016, it was in a newspaper that only 26% of retail stores were online. Okay, well, we live in an online world, right. And then even now, just looking at everything, I was like, this is the time. You know what I'm saying? This is the time more than ever. If I have an opportunity to jump on it, and I scouted out all kinds of places. I looked at Stapleton, Northfield area. I looked at the mills. I looked at Flatirons. I got the rent prices and everything like that. And, I was like, you know what, that's kind of high. And, I'm going to have to fill these stores. And because the rent was good for the square footage, but I was like, okay, I'm going out on my own. It's all my own money. It's not a right time. So 2 years went by, you know, and it was just like throwing ideas around and stuff. Started with a clothing line, and I was like, you know what? I want to start my own store. And then I just jumped, you know what I'm saying? I was scared. Like even today, like I'm overwhelmed, you know, like people are never going to show their, you know, their stresses and the hardships and everything they go through. And like, I'm 100%, I'm inside out. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, I'm like, I've spent, you know, more money trying to open this shop that's not even open than anything else in my life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. But that's the risk that you have to be willing to take, because say I jump and fail, I know that I tried. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so like to any person that wants to start a business, I would say, you know, it's definitely not like impossible by any means. A good business plan. Definitely do your research on what you're going into business for. And definitely there's a lot of resources out there and a lot of people willing to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like
sounds like surround yourself with good people, right?
Like, so
you have your haters. You're always going to have those.
And that's like either way, no matter what, like haters are going to follow. And those are kind of like, I call them like fans. Sure. Because like they watch your every move, just like even I watch the podcast on YouTube every time it drops. And I see the thumbs down. Yeah. I'm like, that dude is like,
that's our biggest fan.
You know, that's our biggest fan. That's the biggest fan, because they probably watch every episode and they find something to nitpick at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing is like, I just jumped and I was like, you know what? It costs $50 to get an LLC going. Sure. You know what I'm saying? And then like stuff starts rolling in. Go get a bank account. Go get a POS system. You know, get your location, whatever. Like, because my POS is mobile. So I can go to SneakerCon and
using
take
like
my
Square
POS.
or whatever. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Makes it so easy. It's easier than ever right now. You know what I mean? Like if there's any, if you're wanting to start a business and you haven't done it yet, it's because you're doubting yourself. You know what I mean? It's kind of on your own accord. Like the ease of starting a business these days, it's serious. It's almost mindless. Like everyone does everything for you, from Wix to building your website to Square with your POS system, being mobile, having the iPad, being able to just do it on the iPads. Like everything's so simple these days, man, to really run any type of business, whether it's online. Retail's a little bit tougher, finding the space and stuff like that, but especially online. I mean, if you run an online business, it's
and seeing the biggest thing is like, we're witnessing a monumental time in retail. Right. Victoria's Secret out. Charlotte Russe, today's their last day. Yeah. There's
Payless.
Yeah. Payless. Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Things Remember just closed up in the mall.
Amazon's pulling all their mobile stores. By the end of April. I heard.
Oh, really? The one at Park Meadow. Because, dude, that was just a bunch of shit. You walked in that Amazon store. It was literally, literally like you walked in the Amazon warehouse with shit hung up
like,
on
all right, just grab whatever you want, check it out.
Yeah. There's no organization. You've got like the dildos next to the backpacks.
Exactly.
It's like, how does this make sense?
Oh,
like,
cool. A random smart potato peeler.
But then you got to go to the back to get the batteries for the dildo.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are we doing here?
Next to chewing gum. Like, what the hell? But yeah, so like,
give me a shot for that.
Stop saying dildo. It's fucking.
Yeah. He's just like, he loves that word today.
Give me gotta get a shot for that.
But no, you know, so the thing is retail, depending on what you're doing, there's always going to be room for brick and mortar, because people, they want to try things on. They want to feel the fabrics. They want to be hands-on with things. You know what I'm saying? So I really think that brick and mortar, you know, is not dead yet. You know what I'm saying? And I say yet because what you're doing, it might die out. You know what I'm saying? But be open to internet sales. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I did the website first, and then I opened up, you know, and the website drops today. You know what I'm saying? So people that are watching, you know, they're going to be able to go on and they're going to be able to look at a lot of the inventory. A lot of the inventory is not on there. Just because we have, you know, in-store exclusives and stuff like that. But, you know, we're doing a lot of dope stuff. We're doing a limited run of like 40 shirts for the store, and they have bags that go with them. And we're doing a lot of giveaways and stuff like that. So, you know, we're having fun.
Cool.
To kind of transition here into sneakers and fashion and kind of get into some of the stuff here now that people know who you are, about a little bit about your business, and you know, we'll talk a little bit more about that, but make sure, if you're in town, man, make sure you stop by. It's going to be called The Re-Up. It's located in the Belmar Shopping Center. You can follow them on Instagram at thereup.co, and then it's thereupunlimited.com on the website. So on Instagram at thereup.co, and then thereupunlimited.com. It's in the Belmar Shopping Center. The homie JR is sitting in with us. So as we move into sneakers and fashion stuff, before we fully dive into that, the last kind of question I have here is, you're talking about retail stores and the difference between brick and mortar and online retail. Did you see the post that JC put up the other day from 2J's Kicks, or on his 2J's Kicks account, about partnering with American Eagle? Did you see that?
Yeah.
What do you make of this partnership? And then also, what do you think he means? I'm kind of confused. I don't understand how he's saying he's going to change retail, or what the retail experience should be. I'm really, really curious. Working for a company like T-Mobile, who has a CEO like John Ledger, this man was hell-bent on changing the retail experience and in the industry in general, especially the phone industry. Phone industry ranked in the top 3 worst customer service industries, next to airline industry. We all know how terrible the airline industry is, any kind of customer service there. So how do you think, what do you think of this, and how do you think he is really going to change retail? I guess I'm asking both of you guys.
So I think with JC, I mean, that's, he's a good friend of mine, shoot him text all the
bro,
time.
we got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
We actually, it's crazy to be sitting in here with you guys on the most underrated podcast, and we're opening the Brooklyn store, bro, and we're really excited about it, man.
Definitely. Thank you, JC. Shots, boom, boom. Yeah.
Right.
So with JC, everybody knows, like, he's a super friendly guy. He'll talk to anybody.
Of course.
Customer service is number one.
Yeah.
I feel like, and I tell, the guys in the store, customer service is number one. People are going to come here instead of Foot Locker, that's 3-4 stores down, because of the simple fact that we treat them better.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I think when he says he's partnering up and he's changing things, is look at how his store's set up. You know what I'm saying? The iPads, the accessibility. You scan the QR codes on the shoes, it pops up to the website.
I was going to ask if you're going to have anything like that.
Yeah, so we are.
You are. For anyone that hasn't been to Urban Necessities out in Vegas, what we're talking about is when you go through there, and maybe you've seen this at other consignment shops throughout the country, but I haven't. That's the first time I saw it. When you go in Urban Necessities and you look at a shoe, they have one shoe out of each model, and they don't have, every single pair sitting out, or they don't even have not one pair sitting out.
Yeah.
It's just one shoe, a left shoe of every model or whatever. You pick up that shoe and it has a QR code on it. You scan the QR code, then it automatically opens up a website or a web page with your with every size that shoe is available in. You can select it right on there. You can see what sizes they have. It's just super, super easy. And it's a really convenient experience. The thing that some people complained about was it leaves multiple web pages open. I like that because then I can go back and browse multiple pairs of shoes. So I haven't heard of people having a ton of complaints about it. It's cool that you're going to have that.
Definitely.
Dal, what do you think about the changing retail and what JC's saying there with partnering with American Eagle?
Yeah, I think the partnership is cool, and kind of what I get from it is kind of a more friendly vibe and a more friendly, inviting vibe, I think, is what, having that cross-pollination with American Eagle and sneakers. It's these people who would not normally go into a boutique, like Urban Necessities, and because they don't know what to expect. They don't know what that experience looks like. They're not as educated on shoes, and they don't want to get made fun of, right? Me being kind of in the game, like, I want to go nerd out. I want to talk about this shoe. This is coming up. Oh, I love this material. Dude, I can't wait for this collab. The typical average consumer doesn't feel that same way,
right,
and is not that educated.
Right.
So I think having that dual branding allows these consumers that may not be on hype stuff, may not understand it, may not have ever been a part of it. It allows them to have an open eye and an open greet in a forum that is not demeaning to them as an uneducated consumer. That's kind of my opinion, and I think that's maybe where that cool aspect that is different, especially in New York, dog. You can get any shoe you want at any given time. And how do you separate that experience? Because I know I don't like to go into Stadium Goods. I've been there once in New York, and this was a recent trip. Dog, they were friendly, but you have to approach them. You have to tell them exactly what you want. And part of that might be that New York state of mind.
Yeah.
So they ain't there to waste time.
Yeah.
So that may be a little bit of that. But if I was somebody who wasn't educated and didn't know what I liked, I was just like, oh, I like the colors of that weird Nike up there. this is maybe more of an inviting practice for the average consumer, and that's what I would look forward to. Does that make sense?
Do you guys look at it as selling out at all? The headline I'm seeing here is American Eagle is selling $50,000 sneakers at a New York store to woo Gen Z shoppers.
Yeah, I think Kais wrote that, for clickbait.
Yeah.
I think that was a Kais Omar article, so I wouldn't pay too much attention to that personally. But no, I don't think that should scare anybody off. But I also think again that goes back to what JR was saying. Our worst critics are our biggest fans, and I think that's what that is. And it's that clickbait that says, "Oh, what's going on here? Let me read into this," and it creates the spark.
Well, and I feel like we live in a world where if you're not offended, you're offended. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like offended
totally.
To be offended.
Yeah. And everybody and their mom gets a participation trophy, for God's sakes. I'm sick of it.
And I mean, even like, what, like kind of going back into the shop, like with graffiti, like everybody was like, oh, Banksy's a sellout. He does stencil art and all this other stuff. And it's like, and then you see like cats doing murals. And so like if to a graffiti artist, to a vandal, you're a sellout because you're getting paid. Everything's like, we live in a world where you got to be like independent and you got to do everything without corporations. But I mean, you got to look at it like this dude's securing the bag for his family. You know what I'm saying? He's securing the bag for the rest of his life because, he's older, and I mean, he might have an exit strategy. He might throw this down to C's and be like, yo, C's, here you go. You're welcome, and I'm just going to reap the benefits of, the fruits of my labor. So
sure.
Let me show you guys this, man. This is crazy right now, and I'm not sure if this is breaking news, but it's definitely breaking to me. The homie Chris Roberts, who tattoos here at Certified, he copped a couple things from Supreme earlier this morning. He's big into the shit. He fucks with what we do over here. We rock with Chris heavy. Chris just hit me and was like, bro, did you see this on SneakerCon's page?
I did.
Did you see that?
End of
the
April.
Second one down. April 27th, SneakerCon is coming to Denver. Nice. This will be the first time ever that I'm aware of. Yeah. SneakerCon coming to Denver.
The biggest sneaker event to ever come to Denver.
I have no idea where it's going to be located, what's going to be going on. I don't know if they're renting out Pepsi Center, if they're going bootleg and going with Belco. Actually, Belco's still high-end. I would say bootleg would be like the National Western Complex or like Denver Coliseum.
Denver Coliseum,
like some National Western stock
it's all
show
like
bullshit.
dusty. And exactly. Like, oh, my shoes are dusty and have like
I came out to Denver for DustCon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. These smell like shit. No, it's actually the horse manure that they were just shown 2 weeks ago. Sorry, the horses.
We're going to be up in that bitch like an unborn baby.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
So and just to add on that, like
that is fire.
I'm taking the weekend off.
No shit. You knew about this?
The week.
Chris hit me up. He
cool.
sent me a text.
Okay. I was about to say.
Like, what?
Oh, sick.
I wouldn't have held that back.
Me and Stringstein actually went to
Stringer
to SneakerCon Las Vegas together. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So that was a hell of a trip. He did a 24-hour trip. Like
video or whatever? Oh,
yeah. Like, so
you were in and
there.
out like red eye style?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Like he flew there in the morning, couldn't find the guy that he was supposed to be meeting up with, took a Uber, and like we walked as far as hell from the Strip to the convention center. Dang. And like it was insane. Like
Stringstein, I gotta give you my man. Let me hit your theme music, even though you can hit. All right. So I talked to the guys at SneakerCon, and they were just like, it's not really a big sneaker town, and like maybe if we see something and like see Denver, they must have seen the podcast.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining you're going to be reaching out to us any minute. Yeah. My DMs are open. We'll be checking them.
You're going to have.
I'm sure we'll have a table.
Like,
we'll be up on the stage with the table talking some shit.
Know.
I mean, if you need them off or to host the event, I don't know why I just bleeped myself, but I did.
That was dope. I was like, what? Hold up.
Yeah, don't worry, Mike. Don't worry, bro.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's dope.
Protect. Where you at?
Right, exactly. Sponsors.
Yeah.
Drop. But yeah, that's super dope. And like that's dope because Yayo was actually a part of some sneaker stuff back in the day.
Oh yeah, he used to do mad customs and crazy competitions and stuff.
And I remember I was a part of Certified then.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it was like Certified Body Media, little collab or whatever. But yeah, that's super dope. And I remember Dunk Exchange was at the Pepsi Center.
Yeah, so I remember that.
Hey, SneakerCon.
That was would you say Dunk Exchange was probably the biggest event we've had? Yeah, I would say.
Yeah,
since or up to this. Yeah,
and it was kind of it was even kind of like at the like when dunks were like hot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
dunks were
saying?
super hype at that time. Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But I mean, SneakerCon, you've been sleeping on Denver. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about time. I'm not gonna say like I'm excited, but been sleeping on this, man.
No doubt.
There's a lot of people moving here, so let's go.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, dude.
See what's up.
That'll be Saturday, April 27th, as it's shown currently on the SneakerCon Instagram account. That's where I'm seeing this info. It says Cleveland, March 16th, and then Denver's the next stop down, April 27th.
That's close.
So that's gonna come up like that, dude. We gotta get our shit together. We gotta get ready to go.
Yeah, I think we could MC that. We could at least do a table.
If anyone knows anyone from SneakerCon that could put us in contact, like somebody let me know, man. Let me give me in the YouTube comments or DM me. I want to get this shit moving ASAP, man.
We could MC that whole thing. We could interview some sweet ass guests, dude.
Even if SneakerCon doesn't reach out and they don't want us to be a part of it on their end or whatever, I don't care. I'm still going. We'll pay whatever it has to cost to get a booth. We're gonna have a booth. We're gonna be doing a live show, and it's gonna be litty in there. We'll be doing a meet and greet. People will be coming through. I'm telling you guys all this shit on the fly right now because this is literally the amount of time I've had to process it, and it's been a New York minute. But still, we're making it happen. Yeah. We're doing it. You're getting off work.
Yeah.
We're calling in sick.
Yeah.
Whatever we got to do. I don't care.
I'm off work right now. I'm taking it off from now to the end of that weekend.
Already ready.
I'm already ready.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Exactly. All right, so I'll one up you. I'll pay for your table.
Re-up me, fool. How about that?
Yeah, I'll re-up you. I'll
re-up us.
I'll pay for the booth.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I'll pay for the booth.
Let's go.
Paid partnership.
We got to get my
from the re-up.
Fat guy in a little coat.
I just did fat guy in a little coat on accident for you. I'm sorry.
That's good. That's good.
I'm sorry. That's dope.
We meant fat stacks. Okay,
stacks.
not fat guy in a little coat. Fat stacks.
All right, let's move into sneakers and fashion. You guys cool with that?
Yep.
Talk about what kind of went down. Let's talk about the Supreme drop this morning. Let's go over that first, then we'll look at what we got from last week. So this morning, I got on there. I was waiting for you. I thought you'd be here a little earlier. We were both running late because we had an ice storm.
We shit the bed.
We
were late.
We had an ice storm last night. Took a long time, way longer than we thought it would to get here. So we got here a little bit late. I had to cop with 1 bar of cell phone service sitting in a neighborhood side street waiting for Dallas to pull up where we meet, and he jumps in my whip. So I was able to cop the Supreme Band-Aids on 1 bar of service, 1 bar of LTE over here in the Baker neighborhood.
Yeah. I was a block away because I had 2 bars of service there. So I did an emergency pit stop.
I was wondering what took you so long. I was like, this fool must have stopped to cop.
Dude, stopped. I had people behind me. Emergency stop, cop, right?
Yeah.
On the right side. Fucking
only thing was missing. I thought you were about to stop, cop, and roll. You open the.
Dude, I went Jeff Gordon drift style into that. It wasn't even a spot, dude. Just like side of the road, drifted right in there, dude.
Ace Ventura
Park, yeah, dude. Yeah.
On the ice.
Yeah, you should have seen my mullet flowing, dude.
What'd you get?
I only got a tape measure.
All that for a tape measure.
Dude. That sick drift got me a tape measure.
Nice.
I missed out on the hoodie, dude. Tell me about the hoodie, man.
I really wanted the hoodie, too. I wanted the one with the pink
thing. Yeah.
Pink hood. You were going after the other one. The burgundy joint?
The burgundy joint, yeah.
We both missed out. Chris did cop the navy joint with the pink hood. I think that one's going to have the most resale value. That's kind of what I was going for it.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to keep it. Same thing with the Band-Aids. I think the Band-Aids, what I was seeing early projections, between $50 and $75 per box going to resell. And they were $6 each, plus you had to pay $10 shipping, plus you had to pay the taxes.
Yeah.
So I got hit for like 17 and change on the Band-Aids
for a
$6 box of Band-Aids. But still, if I can resell them for $50, I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a big time come up. I need all, if they're reselling at that, I need all the Band-Aids. If anyone wants to sell, I'll buy them $20 a box.
No doubt.
So
I got taxed at 28 after it was all said and done for the tape measure. A 6-foot tape measure.
Yeah, that's
a little taxing.
Oh shit! What did you get, JR? Or did you cop anything this morning?
Band-Aids.
You got the Band-Aids
yeah,
too?
So I mean, you know, I my daughter loves Band-Aids. I'm
really?
Yeah, like she
like way before
she thinks
this.
She thinks like
they're
like stickers.
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
she's like,
I gotcha.
She's like, I need Band-Aids. So my grandma just buys her like
so many damn Band-Aids. I'm cut up, Dad.
Yeah, yeah, and like so it's like that and temporary tattoos.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And
yep.
so like I was like, I have to cop these Band-Aids. You know what I'm saying?
All the typical kid shit, Band-Aids, temporary tattoos, candy, cigarettes.
Exactly,
what's good?
Exactly. So yeah, so I got lucky, copped the Band-Aids, and on my way here, almost you know, like you said, it was like an ice storm. It's weird, like rain, ice.
Super. Yeah.
You know, but yeah, copped the Band-Aids, man.
All right, so we got 2 sets of Band-Aids, actually 3, because Chris, and JR all copped the Band-Aids.
Yeah.
You got the tape measure. That's the hoodie you were going for?
Yeah, I was kind of looking for the hoodie on. So the one that I wanted with the pink hood in a large looks like it's going for $262 when retail was $168. So about $100 over retail ish.
That's what I was going for. I was going strictly to resell it, dude.
I think if that drops to $220, I think
I might cop.
I might cop at that point. I love that, dude. I think it's sweet, man. But literally the Band-Aids and the tape measure, I didn't see anything else on that. I know Springsteen was trying to get all the Ghost Rider stuff, so he can share that if he wants, but that was a hard pass for me.
You got the leather pants, Springsteen? You got the Ghost Riding leather pants?
Dang.
Are you kidding me? No. Did you get the Band-Aids? Did you get anything?
Can you wear those at Planet Fitness?
Oh, I want to see you roll into... Dude, I will cop.
On pizza day, nonetheless.
If you roll into Planet Fitness and do a workout, do a full session, your normal workout in the leather pants and the leather jacket, matching jacket, I will cop.
Yeah.
I will make sure someone sends us that stuff for the cast.
Yeah.
If we can get a video of you,
you
in
do
there
that.
doing full workout gear, like your normal stuff, not no BS. I want to see your normal workout in the full.
That'd be great content. I would actually go in on that. I'd buy you something directly from StockX too. Whatever you need.
Actually, we got the re-up
We'll
right
raise
here.
money. We'll raise money. What's up?
We need to come. We need to come by the re-up and grab some items. We're just gonna borrow them, fool. If they're consigning them, it's all right. Just be a little sweat inside the leather. It's no big deal.
Don't worry.
A little bit of sweat.
Make it right.
Sweatstein.
Sweatstein. Did you guys see the measuring tape from 17?
7. Oh no. Oh yeah. I have seen that one. Is it 6 foot still?
I don't know what that one.
And does that have a level on it? Looks like it has a level.
That one's tighter.
Yeah, that one's way
that
sicker.
one does have a level.
That one's way
and it has
sicker.
like a little lever.
What was retail on that one?
That one's fire.
Retail was $48.
48. So this one was 30.
Yep.
So that's
after taxes and stuff. So retail was only like I think $16.
Oh, because it's a mini. It's a mini tape measure. Yeah.
Only
It's like
6
one of
foot.
those little annoying ones that get stuck. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't even measure my dick with that thing.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's like one your old grandpa would have on the tractor. Yeah. I think my old grandpa that ran tractors, that he had one of those small ones. I think the only thing he would ever do with it was measure his dick on the tractor. What else would you do with it?
Did you want the tape measure, or was this something you were like, fuck it, I'll get it because it's left?
The color blocked hoodie and the tape measure were the only things I absolutely wanted. I've got a large set of toolbox, right? I used to be a master installer for Best Buy, Car Toys, Car Audio.
Yeah, so that's what I was wondering. You have tools.
Like I like having tools, and I will use that even though it's only 6 foot.
I have some of your tools in my crib still.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm storing them for you.
That's right.
I
forgot about that.
Borrowed and never gave back.
Yeah.
Right.
Did the remodel in the house, and I was like, you can have my tools.
Fuck it. All right, grab me the Supreme gear.
Yeah,
Let's
from
take a look
week
at that.
1, or AKA week 0.
Dude, I want to shout out Goldeneye one more time on this Gucci AirPod case, dude. This thing is so beyond sick. I thought this was going to be kind of just a little bit of a gimmick kind of gift. I thought it would be cool, but I didn't think it would be as functional because maybe the bootleg Gucci print kind of just throws me off. Like, it makes me feel like, shit's probably cheap, man. Dude, this is made, the quality on this thing, not only the little carabiner that goes on both sides that hangs on your belt loop or whatever. Mm-hmm. Dude, the leather that's used to hold that thing in, it doesn't look like it's breaking loose there.
Right.
And then the way this stays closed so well. This stays closed really well, and it has a little sleeve. When you pull it out, or when you pull your AirPod case out, you notice this kind of little condom or like little sleeve goes around the outside. That is clutch because that's what allows this to slide up nicely when you go to pull your AirPods out. It slides up super clean, makes them easy to get out.
So it doesn't stick.
And it doesn't stick, but this doesn't pop out either. When you pull your AirPods out, you don't have to worry about like this like popping up out of the case. Like it's, dude, the thing is just, I can't speak highly enough. His homeboy makes these, and I think he's going to start selling when the AirPods 2 drop. I think he's going to give me a link so I can try to hook you guys up with it as well.
Let's try to be an affiliate.
But dude, this is so sick. Yeah. I need all of these. I'm getting the new AirPods. Hopefully the AirPod 2 or AirPods 2 come in black.
Yeah, that'd be nice. A little bit of color action.
That's my whole goal with them. That's the only reason I'm really want to cop. Obviously the wireless charging too, but I'm gonna have to get another one of these, dude, just because this is now having this for a couple of days. I can't go without it.
That's what's up.
Can't go without it. Super dope. Thank you to GoldenEye again, man. This is one of the coolest gifts I've received and so functional for me. For what I do, just can't say enough, man. Can't say enough thank yous.
That's dope.
Go ahead.
With the Supreme, what do you want to see first? You want to see the best, or you want to save the best for last? Do you want to see the shower cap
Yeah, let's start with the shower cap. I got a lot of
Shower cap.
questions on that.
Your
And
free
I
cap.
kept telling people, like, yo, I don't have the stuff yet. I posted on my story, which you posted. I was like, I don't have the gear.
Your free gift, week 0.
Week 0. All right,
See
let
what
me.
we got.
All right, what are these reselling for? You guys know? Is there any resell on these, JJ?
I don't know if there is. I think those are just used for gifts.
Nice.
Yeah. Follow me. Give me this many follows, and we'll give you a free shower cap.
Right.
I think that's what that is.
Yeah.
Man. All right, I'm opening it up here. Comes in a little white Supreme box.
Oh my God! Did you just open up Cinnaburst gum?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
Damn. I told you, it's Cinnaburst gum, dog.
All right. So we have the Supreme shower cap in effect. I'm putting it on right now. So you're watching on YouTube.
Oh man.
I might do the whole show like this.
Yeah, I think
For
you
real.
should.
Why would I not?
For real.
I think you're looking up like you're gonna cook up some Cinnaburst gum, dog.
me-
Some taffy.
let me
Maybe
get,
some toffee.
Let me get
Some
some front-facing camera here.
This is not good, but it's great.
Oh, this is, whoo,
Yep.
bruh,
Yeah.
bruh. We out here right now. We out here. I'm gonna do a.
I want to see a nurse rocking that in the hospital.
Oh, we are out here. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do a little
dope.
live, or not a live, a little Instagram story. We're live on the podcast, but I'm over here doing an Instagram story in the Chad Kelley glasses with the Supreme shower cap. Even though I don't even have any hair. Dude, I look like a chef. I look like I'm about to cook it up in the kitchen, wrist twisting like a stir fry in this beast.
Oh.
Anyways, all right, man. We're done with the stories here.
I don't know if I can stay focused, man.
That's dope.
I'm either taking you not serious at all or very, very serious. There's just no in between.
I look like, oh wow, I look like such a clown.
I think it's tight.
Oh man, that is not good.
You don't want stubble in your
Dude.
food.
We
You
need
know
to
what I'm
need to
saying?
get a bunch of these and donate them to the East Wing of some hospital.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd
That'd
be
be
fire.
dope. Like people delivering babies with Supreme
Oh.
caps.
That's the reason I'm keeping this.
Yeah.
When I have a child, I will be in the
hype
delivery
beast
room
kid.
with this bitch on and the Supreme football gloves, ready to catch. Ready to catch.
Like,
man.
let's go.
Let's go.
That's too much, man.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. This thing is gonna leave the biggest red line.
Yeah.
If I left this on all day, see how I show up to go buy a car later. I'm looking like I've been wearing a headband like a Lexi Lawless headband all day. I don't even have any damn hair.
Just forget that you have it on and go to the car dealership like
Yeah.
that. And like, what the hell?
Dude, that's
I'm just here to party.
you guys just totally gassed me up. I was kind of disappointed with this. Now I'm so excited, and I'm really excited to have a kid. I just
Yeah.
want to get those photos.
We
JJ,
gassed you up.
you're in the delivery room. You're taking photos.
Yeah.
You got me in the Supreme. Dude, I'm gonna be Supreme.
Or
out.
even or the Supreme. You have the Supreme top and then like the Vape
Yeah.
gloves.
Oh,
JJ,
yeah.
JJ will be there with the Vape. He's a
Yeah,
Vape. He's a
JJ
Vape.
There
fan,
you go.
for
Yeah.
sure.
And then you have you'll have the Supreme towel laying down underneath the girl to catch
Oh.
any excess, whatever
Yeah.
is going on
Yeah.
there.
Oh, dude, you can get that 3-piece towel set. Yeah, from last week.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Sick.
I'm going to have like the little Supreme beach bucket, put the placenta in there. All right,
Supreme birth. Supreme birth.
I'm
All right, so
grossing
check this
myself
one out.
out.
Here's the second one, man. Sorry to get away from that, but I'm gonna try this one on, even though it's yours. Man, I tried to talk this fool out of this. I need this.
Oh, dude,
piece.
the other day he hit me up. He's like, bro, I have to keep this lighter holster. I know I got it for you, but I can't. I was like, no, you're not. I was like, you fucker, you already gave the Supreme ashtray to another non-sweet weed smoking fucking guy.
Yeah.
You're not giving up the Supreme lighter holster as well. And then I Venmo'd him the money for everything immediately.
Yeah.
2
You're like,
seconds
no, I
after
already
that.
paid you. I already
I
paid
literally
you.
thought about returning the Venmo, like real quick. Just
It's like, oh, I didn't get it. I don't know what's going
I
on.
Hey.
Venmo'd that money so fast, dude. Oh,
That's
that's
dope.
here you go, man. Here is your
He's all, give it
lighter
here.
holster chain action.
dude. This is so ill.
That's dope.
This
And
is
it's
so
like
fire.
metal, so it's not like it's cheap.
Yeah, super. It's definitely really hard metal, and it's got the keychain on it, which is dope too. Because if you
Yeah.
want to take the necklace off, you just want to rock it on your keychain.
Totally.
You could do that too.
Right next to your
Maybe-
Gucci pods.
I was thinking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the Gucci AirPods on one
pods.
belt buckle, the Supreme lighter on the other one, and the both of them shit's just hanging here. I got a little utility belt going. Pretty soon,
Guaranteed.
no doubt.
Guaranteed.
You're the hype beast Batman.
Check that out,
That's
bro.
tight.
That's dope.
Check
Dude,
that out.
I thought you were gonna wear 3, so I thought you were gonna be Thomas 3 Chains.
I probably will.
Okay.
TT3 chain.
Dang.
That's super
The
sick.
design on this is super exclusive. Like,
It's not bad.
yeah, like the little.
I think the quality is dope. I'm very, very happy to have it,
Yeah.
especially since I don't have the ashtray and now I'm going to have to go pay resale for one or wait for another one to drop. I'm kind of waiting through this season just to see if another one drops
Yeah.
There you go.
before I pay resale. But
Totally.
if there's not one in this upcoming season, I'm going to have to pay resale.
Yeah.
Okay, so super dope. I'll throw this on. Tell me about your hoodie.
The hoodie. So I was actually really happy about this hoodie originally because, right, it's super neutral. It's just got a little green apple. So I got the gray hoodie with the green Supreme apple. Supreme right below the apple. Nothing crazy, just very neutral. As I put it on this morning, this is probably the most shit quality hoodie I own in my collection.
Oh, dude.
It is thin.
That took a left turn.
Dude, yeah, I thought it was like this is the best quality hoodie ever in life.
It is dude.
To the Supreme hoodie.
This hoodie is Hanes her way for sure. Like I feel like I'm wearing the thinnest, worst built hoodie. Like the arms, dude, the worst manufactured produced hoodie of all time. The like chest and the back and the hood feels good, fits pretty decent. And then you've got these arms that make me look like I'm 350 plus pounds, dude. So the length is good, but they are girthy as shit.
You look like Popeye.
This is, yeah, for sure. Dude, this is the worst quality built hoodie I have ever worn. Okay,
Wow.
I look at like
Ever worn.
Fomer Simpson, his uncivilized hoodies, super, super nice. We know Teddy Safarian, aka Boost God, was
I think
Boost
it's
God.
Safarian.
Safarian?
I don't think he's going on a safari.
Safarian?
Yeah.
Okay.
A safari in
I think he has
Africa.
Safarian.
Okay, I got it. I like
Safarian.
it. Yeah. Okay.
So, I'm kind of a hoodie snob, to be honest with you, man. A lot of these YouTubers are making pretty good product.
Yeah.
Using good product, certified. I just got their newest hoodie through a 3-day.
We just talked about waiting to put out our merch until we have the shit that is top quality.
Lesson learned. And all you fools are
I'm not
probably
using-
going to roast me, but because you guys already know, dude, I'm not new into Supreme, but I'm accessory Supreme. So I'm gently getting a little bit of clothing that I like, not because it's hype, not because whatever it's reselling.
You're giving it a chance.
I'm just giving it a chance. Well, maybe not hoodies. Maybe this one that came today hopefully was better quality, but this one's dog shit.
I told you that about the boxers.
Dog
How
shit.
are you? What do you think about those?
I haven't washed them yet. I got to wash them.
Okay.
I like your TTF. I don't want no TTF juice.
No, I get it.
I got to wash them.
I thought you were already on it.
I wish, man. I'm looking forward to them, but I'm not a boxer brief snob like you.
Yeah.
But hoodies, dude.
You are a hoodie snob. I
have
noticed
a
that.
lot of hoodies,
Yep.
dude, and this one doesn't cut
That's
it.
interesting.
I'll
Well-
keep it. Maybe I'll consign it. I mean, I
got
don't want
you.
to talk bad because there's some people that would like it, but
Yeah.
I just have a certain quality
I'm
that
with
I
you, dog.
expect in my hoodies.
You
That's
pay
it.
that much money too.
Yeah.
That's the biggest
Yeah.
thing.
I
Is
paid
you pay
100
that much
what was
money.
this,
Yeah,
150, 160 retail.
That's the thing is like if you're paying that much, like
You got to get Kith quality,
like,
dude.
Bitch better be French terry, like
Yeah.
good cloth.
If it ain't Kith quality, what are we doing here
I would,
for that
I would
much
deliver
money?
the baby that your old lady's gonna have when you got that. I'll deliver this because I don't care that I mess it up. It's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it got to be top quality if you're you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
It's really weird. It's just
This
so
is his baby
ironic.
we're talking about.
Yeah. No doubt.
We're talking about Supreme.
Yeah.
The name is Supreme, and the quality is not that. You know
Not
what I
even
mean?
close. Yeah.
That's what really
Like
kills me.
unsupreme.
And this isn't new. They've been doing this. They've been giving out crappy quality. I think the biggest thing for us lately has been sizing.
Yeah.
With last season and now this season when they switched up the sizing.
They're trying to push the limits on how far a brand can go.
What do you mean?
You think?
Because
Like you think they can
all
put out the
these
worst
shirts
shit
and
and still people pay for it? Is that kind of your point?
it's all the brand. As long as the brand stays strong, they can sell anything. They sold a fucking brick. And
I know,
it's selling
I'm-
for a G.
I know that's my point. It's not like this is new.
Yeah.
The
This
new-
isn't new Supreme. Yeah.
You know, the new shit is the thing that's new is well, as far as we can speak to right now is sizing. Sizing's been a little weird. You bought a shirt from last season that was a large. It fits like an XL because it fits me perfectly.
Yep.
I put it on. I was gonna wear it this morning, but it was just too damn cold.
Yep.
And then Chris bought a shirt.
Yeah.
And he's actually bought the Creeper shirt. He's wearing it today from the week 1 drop, and he got a medium dog, and that thing looks
And it looks like a large. It looks like
large
it fits
for
you
sure. Yeah,
because it's
dude.
super long
Yeah.
and a little wider than expected. So I don't know, for all you fools out there from last season to this season, maybe you size down, maybe you don't. I don't know what to really tell you. But
And that's the biggest thing. Like even with shoes, like you struggle with like sizing. You know, like it's this like Yeezys. Like you got to go a different size, or like Human Races or Jordans or whatever the case may be. That's like, why can't it just be one size?
Yeah.
All
can't
the
do
way
it.
across the board.
Show me the last item here.
the one thing that you're really excited
Yes.
about, this is actually pretty
Stop
fire.
messing around.
I wasn't hyped on this necessarily, but seeing it in hand, I think I got to get one.
I'm really excited.
Different color, but I'm gonna get one.
Let's get it going here. This is the Supreme
I even
duffel
left it in the
bag.
packaging so you could unbox it. here
Thank
for
you, Dallas. That's nice of you.
There you go.
Supreme duffel bag. I got the red one. Someone was telling me the other day that they actually went on and these were still sitting, the black and the
They
red.
did well because they were sitting and they did a restock.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Okay.
yeah, so they did a restock. Yep.
which is crazy to me. I mean, it's $150 for a duffel bag. I get it. It's
a
pretty
lot.
expensive.
Yeah.
But I thought this was one of the pieces that would be higher quality and worth the money. I feel bad that you spent $150 on the hoodie or $160, whatever it was. And
When
you
I could have got the sick ass bag. Yeah.
You could have got the duffel. That's dope. Nice big Supreme bag there. Pretty cool.
I like the branding on it. Like
Yeah, dude, that's-
Supreme all over.
That's what I'm saying. Did you get one of these too, JR? Did you get a duffel when you came out?
I wanted to get the black one, but I just kind of held off.
Well, yeah, you got a business to start, guy. You can't be wasting money.
Yeah. You got to start making some
Yeah.
money.
I
You
know,
already
right?
spent
Kids
too
at
much
the
money.
crib, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my God, it's
How many kids you
insane.
got?
One.
Oh, just one kid? Okay.
Yeah.
So not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least you ain't up in the 3s, 4s, 5s like me. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Right? I have employees instead of kids, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same,
exactly.
Same thing at most times.
This is
Yeah.
super dope, man. So you got the Supreme box logo on the side, and then it's got Supreme branding throughout the whole bag, all the way around the entire bag, 360, top to bottom, front to back. And you got the
What do you do with those? Can you
I don't
put
know.
stuff in there like that holds those in? I don't know what those would be used for.
I think this is like a bat bag, Doug. So when you're traveling with your baseball bats, you just throw them underneath the undercarriage there.
No doubt.
Just-
Yeah, no doubt.
So this is the Supreme baseball bag.
Nice. We
Baseball
didn't know.
duffel. Yeah. I didn't know until I got it, but it's got the duffel racks on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Let me look at the inside real quick, see what we're dealing with there. The handle, it's got the old school. Remember, this is like old this is like old Nike duffel bag that you get at
Totally.
Gart Brothers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit.
Guard
Or
brothers.
reminds
Whoever's Gart Brothers.
Or reminds me of a Trapper Keeper. Just that snap Velcro.
Oh, what do you know about this
What?
inside?
Strap.
Fool? Strapped
Gets
up.
strapped.
Bam.
Is that 3M on the top? Look at the top. I wonder if that's 3M.
Yes.
reflecting.
Totally.
Nice. That's
Totally is.
So you can like carry your bag at night.
Yeah.
And not get hit.
I'm gonna strap this up. So dope, man. I'm geeked off this Supreme duffel. I told you I'm gonna use this as a carry-on here in the end of the month when I go to Vegas for a bachelor party. I'm gonna try to go out there and cop some sneaks and have a fun time there with the homies. So yeah, I'm gonna use this duffel. I'm taking this out there. This is perfect, man. This is everything I needed. I can put my shoes in here. I can put in all my extra stuff that's not going to fit in my suitcase. Yeah. If I cop anything out there, I'll have some extra room in here to bring it back. That's always the issue of buying stuff in Vegas.
Always.
Lately, I've started to only bring a few things to Vegas and just cop a new wardrobe while I'm out there. Because I realize I'm going to be shopping anyway.
Yep.
I'm going to be buying stuff anyway. I might as well just buy it, go hit the fashion mall, go hit Top Shop, Top Men, whatever it is, Forever 21 Men, find a nice pair of dress slacks, find a nice dress shirt, and I'm ready to go. All I have to do is just bring dress shoes and bring a dress belt. I don't have to worry about bringing slacks and bringing a suit coat and bringing a blazer. I'll just buy all the shit there and bring it back. Now I got a new suit when I get back.
Have you been to Waves?
No, what's that?
Waves Las Vegas is so they're like kind of like Generation Cool.
Okay.
So they
Like
were
vintage
actually
and shit?
yeah.
Waves.
So they were actually on
First, huh?
They were on Slobby's World.
Oh, okay.
He went there and bought the the
What episode?
I'm not sure.
What did he buy?
He bought like this huge ass Louis Vuitton bootleg suit. It wasn't a suitcase. It was like a carry on, but it was oversized. So like just kept unzipping.
Oh, dude, I remember that one.
Now,
that
the
was
Gucci,
there.
Yeah.
That was at Waves.
Yeah.
Shit.
So I connected.
I remember
with
that
the-
episode.
I connected with the guys actually when they shot that episode. We were at the we were outside of the store. That was their opening, but we're actually bringing them out to Denver pretty soon. So
That's dope.
Pop
Oh,
up
yeah.
status. Pop up status.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now on the website Waves Las Vegas LLC. That's
Look at
cool.
the inside of this duffel bag. It's got the dope like little pocket that folds down on the inside.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty sick.
Dang, you put like your cologne, your toiletries in there.
Yeah, that shit's fire, dude. I'm
Your-
so happy to have that.
Your butt wipes, so you can have that cooling, when you be taking a dump at the airport.
I almost
Worst.
wanted to go with the black, and I'm a little regretful I didn't go with the black, but I'm kind of glad. Supreme is just red. Like,
Dude,
but the
red.
red's a little loud.
Red.
That's you, dog.
It is me.
Stop.
But I also probably walk in with a bag full of very expensive shit, and it kind of just screams "steal me"
Well,
or rob me.
Well, I
don't
hope
know.
I
Give
hope
me that
I hope
bag.
while you're walking through the airport with that, you got the shower cap on too.
Yeah, no, I got the. You know what I'm saying.
and the lighter holster.
I got the strap, so
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. Dope, man. Thank you, Dow. I appreciate you copping this for me. I paid you for it, but I try to pay you a little extra. I don't know if it was extra or it ended up being right on
It
par.
was pretty
but-
close. It wasn't an extra for you to still keep the lighter holster. Unfortunately, I still need that.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I need that.
I paid you like $5 more than you paid for this.
I know. I'm just jelly. I'm just jelly.
Really? Do
like,
you
"Can
really
I
want
borrow
that?
it?"
What would you use this for?
I really like it. I think I might buy it on resale. I'll put a bid in and just let it sit there.
Now you're making me feel a little bad.
No, you need it. You're a weed smoker. I don't smoke nothing. I don't
Nothing.
Even, I don't
like
even
that.
smoke incense, okay?
Yeah.
So you need it, but no, I just need a chain, and I think that'd be something.
Why don't you get the Supreme necklace?
that pendant?
Yeah.
That thing was expensive,
or
dog.
what about
That thing
is
was getting
crazy.
taxed.
Or did you see the $100 bill Supreme? It was like a couple seasons ago.
Too loud for me. Too loud.
You need
I like
the-
this.
you need
This
the-
is- this thing's
He's
pretty
like, I need
sick.
the lighter case. No lighter, just the case.
Yeah, just the case, please.
A bunch of people were responding to the shower cap video on the story.
Are they?
Yeah. A Portugal said, about to do some surgery on the cast with the laughing faces.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking funny.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Classic
Your
stuff.
lady just replied.
Oh, did
dope.
she?
Yeah, for sure.
Classic stuff.
Classic Phil. Hey, what about any releases or anything that you're looking forward to this week? I know we kind of talked about it a little bit at the first this week. I did find a shoe, and then there's this Nike box here. I don't know what the hell this is about, but let me tell you about a shoe that I found. You know I'm a big Presto guy, right?
Yes.
So there's this new Presto that's coming out. They call it the Presto Fly World. And the crazy thing about this is, it's got some weird, it's kind of redesigned and retooled a little bit, but they took the Comme des Garçons tint away from it, which is good. So check this out. What do you think about this guy?
Initial thoughts, not bad.
Okay.
Not in love with it, but not bad.
Yeah. Anything you like about it? So it's essentially the
It just looks like some shit I would find at the Nike outlet store. It just
think?
looks like some basic shit that I see sitting there. That's
Yeah.
what it looks like to me.
Well, and I think that could
First
be
look.
that's fair because there's no hype on it, right?
Gotcha.
But for me, being a Presto guy before I was a Boost guy, it's kind of back to that kind of essential model, the Presto Essentials that
Yeah.
came out, which is a very basic stripped down model. That's kind of what this is. They've obviously retooled the tongue a little bit, some different materials, some different shoelaces, some different breathability, but it looks like the midsole is still kind of the same, which again, I think arguably still one of the most comfortable models. I would wear a Presto over an Air Max 1 any day of the week. So I'm kind of excited.
When do those drop?
They've already dropped on Titolo, which is the
boutique. Yeah,
where
yeah.
that I think it's I can't remember what that is. It's somewhere in the UK, but they've already dropped. They have a hard release date though. I think in 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about them joints, Jared?
Tell me about the Inertias. Are they dropping anywhere locally? Because I know I need a 12 and a half. Everyone's telling me that I need to go 12 and a half in the 700s. So, fellas, help me out. Do you guys know? Because I'm going after the Inertias. My favorite, or my first Yeezy 700.
Yep.
The first one I've actually been able to cop as far as just liking the color enough with a lace swap. We talked
peach.
about that. Yep.
Yeah.
What are we talking locally? Anything?
So, from what I know, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Let me know what you know.
So Finish Line Aurora
Okay.
should have them.
Raffle or no?
I believe it's raffle and then first come first serve, but
They drop in Saturday. The raffle's already over then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm screwed.
And then I believe I don't know if Bait's doing it.
I haven't seen Bait doing them
Anything.
in store
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
They might have done a raffle, might be doing a raffle, but I haven't seen anything from Bait in store.
Yeah.
I was very surprised with all the Yeezys that Foot Locker's been getting in our area. The Finish Line. Neither of them did raffles. I didn't see a raffle listed on Finish Line.
No, they didn't do it.
So, well, that makes.
But I mean,
that doesn't make sense then. If you're saying Finish Line's going to do a raffle at Aurora Mall, they would have already done it on the app, right? They're
Yeah.
not doing it in store. So,
And also,
I might need
too,
to call today first. See if they're doing first come.
If you need them, I got you.
Dude, I need a 12 and a half though. That's the
12 and a
problem,
half.
and I don't even know if I can get
That's,
that locally.
Yeah,
For
you
sure.
got to go. You got to go a half up on these because the toe box is really narrow
Yeah,
on the
they are.
700. So yeah, it is worth going up a half size.
If anyone's going after Inertias this weekend, man, you got a 12 and a half in your city. You're going after a 12 and a half online. You're going after them, and you don't even want them, and you're just trying to holler at the kid, man. I'm trying to get a 12 and a half.
Exactly. So I got something that I brought for you guys.
Yeah. Let me see.
To check out.
You told me you're bringing through some shoes. I was like, shit, let's see what's good. What do you got here?
I'll let you open the box.
You got the regular red Nike box.
So I was gonna bring more shoes, and so I said, you know what, I'm gonna leave room for future podcasts. So I'll bring some more heat from the plethora at the store.
Nice.
This is an Air Max 98, retail price $180. Oh shit!
Oh, the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, dude, I remember when these dropped.
Dang.
Gosh, 98s are so ugly to me, but something about this one is not bad.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Like I'm
Yeah.
not a big 98 guy.
Yeah.
95s, 98s. I just think they're terrible looking shoes, but these ones are actually kind of dope, dude. You got the You've got the bandana print sewn in to the upper.
That's
You've
like
got jean.
get like a leather vest, stone cold vest.
Oh yeah.
Rock it with some Levi's or something like that.
No doubt, dude. Yeah, you put these on with some jean shorts and a Stone Cold Steve Austin vest. You put on the Supreme shower cap right before you're about to whip Vince McMahon's ass. No, these are sick, dude. In person, especially. I like the extra laces. You got the white laces in there, or those white or cream?
They're like
white.
Yeah, I think they're white. They're white.
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 Walter White.
Off white.
Off White. James White. I don't know anymore. I know a couple other whites, I'm sure, but
Reggie White.
Reggie White. These are dope, dude. I like the jean material. I like the bandana shit. I still don't know if I would cop. I think they look dope, and they look dope sitting here. I don't know that I could pull them off rocking them. Do you own a pair?
I'm still. So those are mine. So
Your pair, okay.
I'm still kind of like confused. So I actually got on. It was like a weird drop. Like it dropped like midday, and like when it dropped, it was like flying off the shelves. Like it was insane. Like so, I was like, all right, I seen the 12 in stock, and like my phone was just wigging out. Hit my boy, and he's like, I got you, and he hooked it up with a $20 off coupon. So,
so
I got them for like
Under retail.
150.
Is there resale on these?
I don't know, but
I feel like they flew under the radar like crazy.
Yeah.
like even like the Chinese New Year's, that's what I was going for, and it was kind of hard to find those as well. But you know, like me, even though I run a consignment shop, like I've resold shoes like maybe 4 times in my entire life. Like I buy stuff that I'm gonna wear. You know what I'm saying? And I usually get rid of stuff for fairly cheap, and just, you know, for those people like franchise that want a shoe, and you know that don't want to pay super rape, you know what I'm saying, and just want to grab a shoe because they like it. And I'm like, here, you know, I've worn it a couple times, and here you go. It's no longer in use.
Yeah, that's fire. I think this denim on this, it's just going to be like the Levi denims, you know, the that we both
Levi's
have.
4s, yeah.
Yeah, the 4s. I think these can get distressed, and I think they're only going to look better as you see this big denim patch that kind of goes just above the midsole there. I think that's pretty dope, man. I think those will wear pretty good. You've got this nice kind of leathery hits up here. Very, very well done. I'm just wondering about that color combo. But a pair of Levi's, 511s, dog, and then a white T-shirt.
Yeah, I gotta
give
me like a red silk bandana to hang out of my handkerchief to hang out of the back pocket.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, you got handkerchief, bandanas, gang affiliated handkerchiefs like old white.
I don't want no problems.
Yeah.
You got want no problems.
I don't want no problems, man. I'm just here to
I'm
party.
just blowing my nose.
I'm snot rag. Is what I was about to say. Because snot rag, my
Totally.
grandpa style. No, so these don't have a crazy amount of resale. I think the highest bid in on them is 190. The lowest ask right now is like 220. So not a crazy amount of resale. And I think actually I might. Can I put my foot in these?
Yeah, go ahead.
If I relace these a little bit, or if I kind of not relace them, but just redid the laces a little bit, I might be able to pull them off, man.
I think what you're going to notice though, I have to go a half size up.
Oh,
and
really?
Those are a size 12. I have to go a half
in 98s?
up on 98s. 97s and 98s, I go a half up.
I don't think
just because they're narrow toe.
I think
box.
I put on one pair of 98s in my life, and I was like, oh, these are awful. So I've just never gone back to them.
Well, now you'll know if you have to go half up or not.
Right.
I like them because they're so slept on. You know, and
sure.
like in certain colorways they look dope. Like the
What about the South Beach 98s?
Yeah.
I think those are fire.
Yeah.
And I got the wrong size because I didn't really know, so I got a size 10, so I had to sell them because they didn't fit, so I needed 10 and a half in those.
And even like the women's 98s that are coming out, the leopard prints, and like women get there, and it's dope that women are getting shown so much love in the sneaker world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's some dope colorways and dope styles. I like it. It looks dope.
Can you hear me walking around the room just clanking the chain?
Not really.
Just clanking.
3 chains.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
3 chains.
I think they look pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
It's actually a larger silhouette on foot than what you would think, but it works. It almost works with your outfit, kind of.
12.
How does it feel? Is toe box feel narrow? To me,
It doesn't feel too narrow. What I would say is that when you're used to wearing Boost, they're just not Air Maxes. They're Air Maxes. They're not comfortable, but they're not bad, dude. They're really not bad.
Yeah. Now I think they look pretty good actually with the camo. I don't know about the black, obviously on top, but the camo they actually look pretty decent with those. But yeah, it looks like a bigger silhouette than what you would think. but it's not chunky on foot. So
Yeah.
I think it's a good look, man.
It's not like an up tempo. It's
Yeah.
like a boot.
Dude, yeah. It's not a boot shoe.
Sorry, you're gonna have to wipe the bottoms off.
Oh, you're good. They're gonna get worn anyways.
Oh, you're about to wear them. I didn't realize this floor was so crazy dirty.
JJ, what the hell?
Yeah, JJ better get
What
on
the
it.
hell?
What the hell, JJ?
No, let me. Here, I can put it back
yeah.
put it back in the box for you. But
No, I like them. I think they're pretty cool.
I would like to see what they look like with some jeans. I wish I had worn jeans today.
Yeah.
Just to go
See-
full on denim Dan.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
Denim
for
Dan.
sure.
Canadian tuxedo action.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. And seeing that's the dope thing about like denim shoes or shoes that are seem like they're doing too much. You could kind of wear whatever you want, you know, as long as you
Yeah.
feel like it looks good.
A denim and a white shirt with those would be too fire.
Super.
So. Well, hey, one other thing before we wrap up with sneakers and fashion, man, I got to put some fools on game. Let me stand up for a second. Let me tell the world about the coolest sweatpants that I just bought.
Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
am super into these, man.
And you said they might have these locally, so that even has me a
Yeah.
little bit more interested if I don't have to wait to get them shipped.
Yeah.
$82 is a lot for a pair of joggers or sweatpants.
Well,
sweat joggers.
and by the way, let me give some negative shots.
Yeah.
To Staple Pigeon.
Oh, shit.
dude. Tracking. There was nothing sent, no email, which they said they would. I had no idea when
That
these
they
were
were
going to
gonna come,
come.
yeah.
And then they use this system called Arrive. So there's this app that you can download to obviously give you remote aspects of where it is or where it's located or where it's going to be. Because they're teamed up with that. So I downloaded the app, still nothing. It GPS tags kind of where your package is. Said the motherfucker hasn't even left yet. All of a sudden, so I got him, Tuesday of last week? And then when this Supreme stuff came in, this imaginary box, or this weird box imaginarily just appeared. And I don't know what I wanted to say
He's
there.
flustered.
But,
You're flustered.
but I'm
He's
like,
pissed.
what the hell is that? Because I know exactly to the minute everything's coming in. Like I'm tracking that shit. I got to know what's going on. That's just what I do, man. It's fun for me. And then I'm like, what the hell is that address? New York. And I'm like, automatically, Staple Pigeon. That's got to be the pants.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen anything. I haven't even seen that it left the warehouse yet.
Interesting.
And
Still?
then they were.
And then it just popped
And
up.
then they popped up.
Does it still say that it hasn't?
Yeah,
left
still hasn't left.
Then
So
you should tell them that you need your sweatpants and you get 2 pairs.
yeah, maybe I need to do
Call
that.
him up. Hey, it says my thing hasn't left the warehouse yet. I ordered them last week. I
Yeah.
didn't know if you guys were like Supreme on the first week of the drop where you just delay
Yeah.
stuff for a while, but I'm
Or
really
like
looking forward to
Yeezy
getting
Supply.
these.
I'm trying to
Like
sell
3
them on
months later.
Yeah, I'm trying to sell them on StockX. I know they give Supreme a lot longer to sell, but you guys, I don't think they do that. So I'd like to know where sweatpants are.
You would never do that, Dal.
Nah, I don't
Your
need
moral
to.
compass. Dallas would never.
Yeah, probably not. Couldn't do it.
He would
But-
never.
But let me stand up. Let me give these guys some shots as you guys talk here. I really like these. I'll tell you a little bit about them before I stand up.
Dallas, you can stand up and you can move the mic. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Bam.
All right, I guess I can.
Because your headphones aren't attached, so you can pull it all the way
Your
up.
umbilical
All right,
cords
so check
gone.
this out. So, really nice, heavier material.
You can
right?
pull it all the way up if you
It's
want.
all good.
Okay,
I got you.
all
I
right,
got you.
all
I
right.
got you.
Just want you to be
Really nice. So
uncomfortable.
they've got really nice zippers on the bottoms, right? So high quality. Really keep that taper that you want instead of like this elastic that'll just stretch out
Yeah.
and not be good for a while. So I like that. The embroidery, super classic, right? The Coca-Cola Classic, the 1886 on one side, the staple, obviously for the Staple Pigeon on the other, dual branding. You got nice pockets. You've got Velcro back, so keeps your wallet in check, which is nice. So you ain't got to worry about pickpocketing or losing that. My favorite part, the Coca-Cola with the Staple Pigeon
Oh, yeah.
cross
Dope.
branding, little, almost like, what is the foam posits that you get like removed before flight?
The Galaxies.
Yeah, the Galaxies, they always have this red thing that says
Flight
remove
tag.
before flight. So it's a flight tag. So it looks like a flight tag via Coca-Cola and Staple, and it's a little stash pouch. So you can put your little Jimmy hats in there, maybe a little bit of change, so you're
I
not
like
altering the main pockets, which is pretty cool. Maybe
Yeah.
a little bit of weed action for you, franchise. Really nice, but
It's legal. We didn't have to hide it
it's
anymore.
legal here.
don't have to
What's
stash.
what I like them so much. So I'm kind of top heavy, right? I've got broad shoulders. I've got bigger arms. Got the Popeye forearms. I have zero lower body. I have no ass. So when I'm sitting talking to you guys, I'm actually sitting on my back for 2.5 hours. So fuck you. If you got anything to say, I'm stressing my body out for the cast. Okay? So what these do, though, is...
You need to go to Planet Fitness more often, dude.
JJ, stay back in the corner, okay? Did we cue your intro music? I don't think so. You stay in that
Over here
corner.
go over here grabbing my mic.
So here's what I like about these pants. So for the people with no ass disease, like your boy Dal Palantonio, I've got big calves, I've got small thighs. These pants actually give you a little bit more body. And for us guys with the lower body, lower halves, it's nice. It's nice to look a little thicker for
Or
once.
non-lower half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zero
Yeah,
lower
yeah.
half. So they give you a little bit of body. So let me show you here.
If we're talking body, you got a perfect one. So, whoa, never mind. All right, Dallas is walking around the studio doing some modeling
do you
here.
see this restock happening right now?
On what?
Supreme is restocking just about everything. Band-Aids,
What?
leather jackets, puffer coats.
We got to pause the cast real
That's
quick.
what I was
We
gonna
got to
say.
hit the restock. Sorry, fellas.
Should we?
And
Should we,
ladies.
should we pause it really quick?
God.
Select items.
No, let's just do it live here.
Let's just do it live.
Shit,
All right, I'm gonna
that's
try to.
another-
I'm gonna try to get the navy hoodie in small. The navy hoodie.
All right,
Add item.
I'm going for the
Sorry.
ugliest hoodie. Hold on.
Band-Aids. Band-Aids are in stock right now.
All right. Sweatshirt.
Wait, you're gonna try to get another pair of Band-Aids?
Yeah.
Or
daughter
another
loves-
set?
Yeah, my daughter loves Band-Aids.
Oh, that's right.
All the hoodies are still sold
like,
out.
I need more Band-Aids.
All the hoodies are sold
Oh
out.
my gosh. Is it?
Yeah, the hoodies are. What?
Is it just popping up like that on yours?
I'm trying to do the Band-Aids right now.
Okay.
Let me
Same.
see.
Color blocked hoodie, sweatshirt.
Band-Aids. Dallas is busting out his credit card. Sold out.
Really?
I'm sold out.
Color block. Let's see.
I'm sold out. I don't see
Hooded
it.
sweatshirt.
I don't. I'm not. My shit's not going through on the restock. You guys can continue to fuck with the restock for a second. I'll set up kind of
I'm just trying to get that leather jacket for
JJ.
string steam.
Yeah, to go to his workouts.
They should have made assless chaps for him too. just
That
for
would have
him.
been fine, dude. We should just cut the ass out and have JJ go to the
Oh,
gym in that, in the leather jacket with the assless fucking moto leather moto pants. See how this fool shows up at the which gym do you go? 24?
The Planet Fitness.
Are you Planet Fitness? No, what are you?
No, I'm 24,
24.
but if I step foot in Planet
You're not
Fitness
24.
and
The
that-
gym's 24. You're
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
Okay, let's be
Dude,
real.
I would get kicked out the minute I enter.
Oh yeah, they don't even let you wear a string steen over there.
Yeah, can't do it. Yeah, so I was unsuccessful.
Damn it. So that mini restock was gone. You know, you got all those people running bots with the restock
yeah,
monitors,
it's
bro,
insane.
just scooping. Are you guys cool with, are we good on sneakers? Sneakers and Supreme and shit today?
I think we're
You guys
good,
with
man.
anything more on that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to, let's go into the YouTube comments, man. We're doing okay on time here. But
Cool.
before we jump into the actual YouTube comments, I wanted to give the homie Pena a shout out, dude. He hit me yesterday on a text and just said some really, really nice things. He doesn't really rock. He listens while he's doing DoorDash and Uber and all that stuff, or delivering. You know, that's how he gets his grind on, gets extra cake. So he always listens there, and he loves it because he says it, makes the 2.5 hours fly by. So he doesn't listen through the YouTube channel as much, so he doesn't get to comment. But basically, so he said solid Instagram shots. He sat in on the podcast a couple times. He was talking about the photos that I took for that JJ took for Instagram about the masterminds, those Kith masterminds.
Right.
Super sick shoe. So he's like, solid Instagram shots, work ethic shows. I was only around for a couple of the cast before, but when you were shooting, you said, I only want to be around motherfuckers who take shit serious and put out good work. Anyway, nice work, big dog. It's showing. Looks profesh. I appreciate that he sees that. It's not just some bullshit. I think he's probably been in here on a couple days where I was like wilding out at the beginning of the show. Like, yo, what the fuck are we doing? JJ, why the battery not charged? Why is this not going on? Why is the cameras not set up? Dal, do we have this going on? Do I got the interview? Just making sure the shit's going good. And I know sometimes it can come off like, and I'm just being an asshole for no reason or whatever, but it's all about making the show better, dude. It's all about making all the shit we do progress every time. I'm trying to push the shit. Somebody needs to push the shit. If no one's pushing, then where are we? We're not going we're not moving forward.
Totally.
We're staying. We're stagnant. I don't want that. So I'm glad that he sees that. Says, I don't really participate in the YouTube comments, but thought I'd share this with you as well. I tell Dal the same shit all the time. Really happy y'all are taking the next step with some fire emojis. Yeah. So shout out to Pena, man. I appreciate it from him.
Some shots.
That was super nice. Let's give him a shot. This fool loves the shots.
I love the shots.
We were talking before the cast. He's like, dude, I love the shots, dude. It's like
The shots of-
validation.
shots of validation.
For sure. So let's jump in here. Al Baroon. I've been caught out with the U.S. versus UK men's sizing before. Speaking to your situation, Dal, Nike's a whole different size. Adidas just a half size. You learned the hard way, just like I did.
Dang.
So
Thanks
unfortunate.
thanks for putting me on game ahead of time.
The homie Ro is in. He also goes by SWC53 on IG. A lot of you fools probably know him. He has a dope collection too at SWC53 on IG. If you want to check him out, man, his collection's super fire. He's from Australia. Hey guys, another great show. Had me crying had me crying. The bedroom TV, sizing madness with the laughing faces. The hoodie is fire. You got to send me one of those to Australia. I think he's talking about the 303 joint.
Yep.
So I appreciate it. And like I said, he's from Australia, does his thing down there. To use your phrase, bad, really bad. Everyone loves bad, really, really bad. So, oops, sorry, I lost my spot in the comments. Let's scroll down here. Brian the Philly Plug is in. This cast was to die for. And whoa, yeah, that soundbite couldn't have been any better.
Whoa, yeah!
JJ, you don't have the headphones, but actually that was the first one I had to blast you on. But what do you
I
got?
hate y'all.
You
That's
love it.
like haunting my nightmares now. Oh my gosh.
I actually sent that sound clip to your family, so hopefully they download it and just play it when you walk around the house.
Family get-togethers.
Oh, yeah!
Christmas
That
is going to be
JJ
so
all
sweet.
the way, I swear.
You know what the sad part is that if you actually would have done that, they would have done that. Like, they would have continuously played it just to annoy the hell out of me.
Because they know it's true.
Yeah.
He did do that.
I would have
What are you
came to
talking
your
about?
Christmas.
TTF, we have sold each other shoes in the past, and the 700s you'll for sure want to go a size 12 and a half because a 12 will bother you more than your Solar Anikis that you sold. Trust me. P.S. Shout out to Dow flexing the Solar Anikis in the last cast.
Yeah.
As for the whip, TTF, I have the new Explorer XLT, but got the Sport Appearance Package. Has all the high-end features in the wheels, but the normal V6 motor. Has plenty of power. The only difference from the Explorer Sport is the turbo and the $6,000 more. So you can get a great deal on an XLT with the Sport Appearance Package. Love mine. He continues, actually, before, just to respond to that, the whip, I'm going with the Edge. That's why I went with the Edge, because it is smaller. The XLT with the Sport Appearance Package I was looking at, it just didn't make sense for me. They were still trying to talk to me about 2018s, which I could have gotten cheaper. There was some lease options. There was a bunch of different dealer discounts and rebates, but I just didn't. I don't know. For some reason, I like the Edge, man. Once I saw the Edge and the appearance of the Edge and the smaller, and it's just more, it's quicker, it's sporty. I like that. And the twin turbo really sold me, dude. And it still has the whole lift gate in the back and the tech and all the stuff I'm looking for.
Yeah.
That's what really sold me on the Edge. So I'm hoping I can get that done today. Still Ford though, still with all the Ford tech. He continues along. Also loved the UFC cap, but fuck Ben Funky Askren. And please don't give him credit for winning a gold medal because in Beijing, he lost in his second match. Please, Dana, allow Lawler to get his rematch so he can bust up Askren's face more. Oh, and Marty was Usman's name in high school that his coach gave him and that stuck with him in the wrestling community.
That's awesome. See,
Awesome.
that's the feedback we need. I didn't know that. We didn't have time to research that. Perfect.
No doubt.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did try to look it up and I didn't find a ton relating to that. I mean,
Plus,
it
we're
was
not big.
quick.
We're not
but-
big UFC guys. We're here just to recap what we
Right,
liked.
right. Yeah, I don't
is what
claim
it
to
is.
be Mr. MMA. I'm not Ariel Helwani over here breaking
not-
it down.
He's like, look, okay, I know everything about everything.
Yeah, no. Lastly, JJ, this is just a suggestion. Download the Suplexed app on your phone.
Oh, yeah.
It'll give you release dates, pictures, and current shoes. Saw in the last cast the ISPAs talk, and you had a picture of the ISPA mids that came out last year in November.
Mm-hmm.
That app might help searching. That app might make searching easier, but TTF fired a shot at him. Fire a shot at him. Love the cast, boys.
I appreciate it. It's sort of hard looking up shit because there's so many, like, I don't ever know the full name or the correct name, so it's nice, especially with like Ultra Boost and everything, when there's like a 1.0 to a fucking 4.0. Like,
Right.
Are you serious? But yeah, I'll definitely look into it. I've seen it before, but yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Thanks, JJ.
Jeez, you talk fast. Jeez.
Whoa, yeah!
And everything.
No, the Suplex app is definitely dope. If you guys don't have it, it's definitely.
Is that anything
dope
have
to have.
anything to do with the store Suplex? You know that store in on the East Coast? I think it's in Pennsylvania, actually, Philly.
Yeah.
I think when I was in Philly, I was like, what are the sneaker boutiques around here? And Suplex, when people kept telling me, we didn't make it over to. I was just too busy. But
Robbie Lawler basically suplexed Ben Askren.
yes, he
at
did.
First.
Suplexed him on his head.
Yeah,
Suplex
suplexed
everything.
him right on his head.
Yeah. So Suplex basically just tells you, like, if you look for the shoe, it tells you the cheapest price, where it's at, reseller view.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's.
I'm surprised
it's
I wasn't up on that. You up on that, Dale?
I'm not up on that.
Oh, shit. We
Yeah.
need to get up on that.
Yeah, because sometimes, like, everybody goes to StockX. Like, in this instance, say for a Zebra Yeezy size 5, Goat has it for $460. StockX has it for $495.
That's pretty
So,
dope.
wow.
So it's
Yeah.
just one spot to find all the shit. You don't have to click
Yeah.
on multiple apps. That's dope. Brian the Philly Plug coming through. Got to give him a shot. And that's a good shot, by the way. Some shots are good, some are bad. I think you guys can probably tell the diff. GoldenEye is in. Solid cast again, guys. Also curious to see what Nike does for Air Max Day. They're going to have a tough time matching the hype from last year with the Sean Witherspoon Air Maxes. Unfortunately, Sean's bespoke Air Max 1s will not release. Sean said they're samples and going to stay one of one at the round 2 show. The leaks of his upcoming blue Air Max 97/1s look promising, though. What do you think? You think he's messing around? You think he's serious with that one of one stuff? He's doing a little WWE.
He might be doing his own. He might be doing his own little hype. I could agree with that, but dude, there's like 3 different models, man. I know we'll see 2 out of the 3 at least. So
not only that, but even like look what happened with the Union ones. Like it was like, oh, these are fake, and
the flea market, flea market shit, or swap meet, whatever.
He continues along. Franchise, glad you like the AirPod case. It just looked too perfect for your swag. Dow, my bad. I didn't even know you had AirPods. For some reason, I thought you were an Android guy.
That's cool.
God, that's a shot, dude.
He said, if my buddy does a Supreme one, I got you.
Dang, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I said told him too. He said he was feeling bad and stuff. I was like, damn, I don't know if that's Dow's swag really. I don't know if he would want it or not. Yeah. But
hey, I know
he has AirPods.
Anything accessory wise, I'm always pumped for it, man.
I'd love to have those in the shop.
The AirPod cases?
Yeah,
dude.
I think that'd be.
He said his homie makes them, so when the new AirPods come out, we'll try to get. If he's trying to sell some, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let's make some money.
He continues along. When you were getting worked up about the wrong shoe size, I have to say it was kind of scary, but I dig it.
Appreciate you.
He said, I feel like I've been spoiled by this cast, or been so spoiled by this podcast that I have a hard time listening to others. Don't even get me started on Kais's sorry excuse for a podcast. Sports, sneakers, Supreme, current events, life. I mean, it's just the total package. Thank you guys for consistently putting out such a fire cast. I know it ain't easy, but it's much appreciated. Appreciate you, my dog.
Appreciate you.
GoldenEye coming through. Landon is in. Dope AirPod case, man. I've been waiting for the AirPods 2 that are supposed to come out this spring, but I might have to just cop the regular AirPods so I can get a case like that. I also just got my free hikers, and they're insanely comfortable. Cold weather shoe for sure. When I put them on my feet, I was like, whoa, yeah.
Whoa, yeah.
Nice. Fucking nice.
We got to get him a shirt. We got to get JJ a shirt.
Dude, we're talking to the man that's got a print shop in his store at the re-up. We got to come over there and get some custom merch made for
every day. We're coming up with a new slogan, man. So we need to do the podcast in the back of his shop.
No shit.
I think that's what we need to do.
So we have room. So I'm just
throwing
it out there.
We got room.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Mario comes through, another fire cast, gentlemen. I live up in Longmont and would like to stop by sometime.
Nope.
Also, need advice. Selling my Supreme collection, mostly used clothing. Wanted to see what's the easiest way to do it locally. I posted a few things online and on FB groups, and even bump and grailed. Just getting lowballed by these punks.
Sure. So you're in Longmont. What the question I have for you is, what size and what season are we talking about? Hit your boy up, Dal Palantonio.
And do you have any excess?
And do you have any accessories?
He's all about those
accessories. Because I need that. But no, for that, I heard Grailed. Grailed is a dope site to do that. I've never sold personally, so I cannot vouch.
I just tried to buy.
For that company. So I just buy, and the 3 or 4 pieces that I've bought ever off of that, I've had a great experience. I think they obviously protect the buyer more than the seller. Be aware just on that. I think that's what most companies do. But I'd probably do Grailed. That's what I would do.
What would you say about putting it in a shop like yours or like some of the other ones around town?
I mean, and this is the thing is, like you're going to get lowballed. Everybody wants to hit low.
Sure.
I mean, if he wants to ship it, let's ship it. You know what I'm saying? Ship it to the store. Let's get you some money. Because,
Well, he's in Longmont, so it's not bad to travel down to Belmar.
Yeah, even if he wants to come by, I'd love to have his business. And
but you do deal with people that are outside of the state,
definitely
shipping into you and shipping out to them.
I have 2 guys that I deal with out of state, and they just ship everything in. And then obviously we make sure to track the package, get signatures and everything like that. But yeah, it's all about people helping people. So let's go
for sure. Keith is in. Woodley was actually a 2-time All-American wrestler at Missouri, so probably not a weakness. All right, I think I'm the one that said it's a weakness, Keith. So I'll address this. All I have to say is look at the fight. probably is a weakness. The guy looked like dog shit. The motherfucker was laying on his back, getting his face pounded in and getting laid on the whole fight and getting controlled.
Yeah.
So if he was a 2-time All-American wrestler at Missouri, I don't know if he has amnesia or what happened, but the guy obviously forgot how to wrestle. I was strictly speaking off that fight. I'm not going back to high school. I'm not going back to accolades. I'm going back to what I saw on Saturday night, and I saw a guy get absolutely dominated in wrestling and on the ground.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And he was, and that's why Askren is so good. They're wrestling partners, but all that's irrelevant. He didn't show any wrestling style whatsoever.
Right.
The guy couldn't get off his damn ass and his back.
So I didn't know that he was a 2-time All-American wrestler at Missouri, but I don't think it matters because what I saw on Saturday night, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
What was the competition in Missouri?
We just gave the facts.
Was it like
Woodley looked like shit.
Was it like a guy that was playing football in 6-man? And then he went to college and got smoked. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, what's the competition he's facing there? All-American wrestler at Missouri didn't look like it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I was just strictly not to take anything away from Tyron. I like Tyron. I'm a fan of him. I think he's a good fighter. It just didn't happen for him Saturday night, and he didn't look good Saturday night.
And as long as he held the belt and what his accolades of the past, it wasn't Woodley, and we were just expressing that was our feelings.
Chigaman echoing the comment that came through earlier. Usman got his nickname Marty from his high school wrestling coach because he couldn't pronounce Kamaru. So that's interesting stuff there. That's funny. Thank you guys for tightening us up on that. Laker fan, just one quick criticism on when you guys were discussing the Lawler-Askren fight. You can put someone to sleep without having your arm under the chin of an opponent, and what do you expect Lawler to say? Yeah, I was put to sleep for a bit and woke up. Quick Google search would have helped. I don't understand what you're saying there. Okay. So you're telling me, I'm literally echoing to you what Lawler said in the fight. He had my arm around his head. He was not putting me to sleep. He wasn't under the chin. He was squeezing hard, and I was just going to let him squeeze himself out. Right. And that's exactly what it looked like would happen. What do you mean a quick Google search would have helped? Lawler pulled Askren pulled was squeezing his head. Once he pulled it off, Lawler popped right up.
Yeah.
He was not out. There was no point in the time he was out.
Yeah.
I watched the replay over and over. I listened to the Robbie Lawler sound. I played the Robbie Lawler sound for you. I'm not sure what you're not understanding here, my guy.
Yeah.
I get that you can put somebody out by squeezing their head tight enough.
Sure.
Robbie said that wasn't happening.
Yeah.
So whether you believe Robbie or not, that's in you. That's on you. We're now talking opinions.
Yeah. What we stated was the facts and what we heard from
I'm just going off what Robbie said. No, I don't expect Robbie to sit there and be like, yeah, I was going to sleep. But I also don't think Robbie Lawler is an unclassy piece of shit and he's just going to sit in the press conference and lie. Totally. I think what he was saying is what he was saying, and the video echoes that. He didn't get choked out. He wasn't close to going out. Once Askren pulled the so-called choke off his head, Lawler popped right up and went to Herb Dean. What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
That was it. I don't really understand what we're talking about here. Mm-hmm. What do you mean a quick Google search would have helped?
I think you need a button that says haters gonna hate.
I think he needs one of those. Ken K, what up, man? Man, I can't find a better podcast. Other podcasts are dull and monotone. You guys have a great chemistry with energy. I feel the passion. Also, love how you guys include the listeners with the YouTube comments. Greatness is in the future of this podcast, period. Was also thinking of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure with JJ. Maybe a little Dude, Where's My Car?
Whoa, yeah!
That could have been clutch. Yeah. Dude, Where's My Car could have been clutch.
For sure.
Moving on. Andrew, Dow, the energy gel from years ago was called Goo, or GU. I think it's Goo. You could get it at REI back in the day. Like I said, I remember the Power Gel. Yeah. That was like the first time I saw the gel. But Goo as well. The homie Black Prez is in. Black Prez texted me the other day too. Just kind of talking about...
Is he still in Germany?
He's still in Germany.
Dope.
I don't know what his phone does, but it's tight because he was talking about some stuff in the cast and I didn't understand, because sometimes it's just hard to understand when you're reading it live, especially on the air, versus being able to talk to the person or hear a tone or what they're trying to say.
That's reading text in general. That's why so many relationships are doomed because of text messages.
Good point.
What? Shut up. No, you shut up.
Yep. You didn't give me enough emojis. Get out of here.
You said that in an attitude. Like, what?
Exactly. So he hits in 1421 TTF. I think you're not sure what a Super Bowl baby is. I didn't understand that comment fully. Now I do after he said this. Mario is not saying Elway's JJ's father. The conspiracy that JJ was conceived after the Super Bowl win, a.k.a. Super Bowl baby. Elway won 2 Super Bowls at the end in January of 98 and 99. It was actually, I guess the Super Bowls were. That's fine. I'll give you. Super Bowls were in 98, 99, but it was the 96-97 season and then the 97-98 season. But I get that it took place in 98, 99. Either way, If JJ's birthday is 9 months after that, October or November, 98 or 99, then he might want to talk to his parents, or maybe not, LOL. The Broncos did a commercial once about Super Bowl babies after they won a few years back. Here's the link. Do you remember this? I do.
I remember that as well.
Yeah, I totally do. I totally had a brain fart when he was talking about that comment, which I do a lot of times. I mean, I'm an idiot, so what do you expect from me? I'll take a shot on that, and I'll take the L on the way out.
Take that L on the way out.
Pablo is in. Dal, try the green or yellow Red Bulls. They're life-changing. I love the peach. They just dropped a new peach. If you guys have not tried the peach, that is fire. But I'm actually I'm taking the homie Kirby's advice. I'm getting the Peloton. I'm getting the
G Fuel.
The G Fuel going. I'm gonna get off the energy drinks. I'm gonna try to lose a couple lbs for the summer. Get summer right. What'd you say? I said, come on, Dal. Come on, Dal.
I'm trying.
The homie Fayaz is in. Regarding the Gucci eyeglasses, the lenses with the Gucci written on them are meant to be replaced with lenses. That's just the pair that come with the frames. They're not meant to be worn like that. Thank you. Yes, I said that. I said he was going to have a. I said that he has some custom lenses that he's making for me that fit those, and I can go in and get them swapped out. He's going to do that. These were just what I have for now at the time being. If you want to flex the Gucci a little bit, you can. It's got the Gucci on the lower third. Why not wear them for a few days while my homeboy's getting the lenses prepped? Good? DJ Crush. Oh, wait. I thought the 700s you guys hated. Now you want the inertias? No wave runners, but these? LOL. Sorry, I got too carried away.
DJ Crush is so pumped.
I know. He's excited.
This guy.
Been sending me pictures of 700s for the past 2 years.
DMs. My DMs are hot. It's all DJ Crush.
My DMs are crushed. LOL. Yes, I'm going for these too, but not true to size. Half size up. Trust me. Tighten the toe box. I tried getting you guys on the 700 train and you were shitting all over them. Now you want them? Dog, I said that. I tried to give you credit, bro. How much do you need? How much ego do you have, Crush? I tried to say Crush is going to kill me on this. Crush has been sending me DMs with 700s, trying to get me on the 700 train. I said this is the first pair I might want to try if I can swap them out with some peach laces. What do you want from me?
So with the peach,
yeah,
are you going to rock the certified peach windbreaker?
Yes, I will be rocking the certified. You know it. A lot of fire. So yes, thank you, Crush. I gave you credit. Do you want some more credit? What do you want? I mean, here, is that good for you? You feel good?
I would have given him the bicycle and the
these shots. Thanks for the shots, Crush. Really crushed it.
Give him
Red
the
Ryder BB gun.
Bicycle playing cards.
Dalton, my God, those Cartier glasses are insane.
Yeah.
Do I even ask how much they were? LOL, y'all are killing it with these casts. I'm trying to get all my homies tuned in. Appreciate it, my dog. Yes, they're super, super dope. Rocking them today. Really haven't taken them off since I got them. I've been wearing them all over, except when I'm out in the sun, I'm throwing on the Ray-Bans because these are not sunglasses. But yeah, I've been rocking them a ton. I'm excited to get the Gucci's done too and get them all done up. They're actually similar lenses that are going to put in the Gucci's, but they're gold. They're more of a gold look to them, like a clear gold. So these have that blue and then like a little bit of that green and orange as well. Those ones have more of the gold tint to them. So going to look pretty dope. Mueller is in. Thanks for the love, homies. He fills us in on the MMA shit sometimes. Yeah. We talked about that, getting him on for MMA stuff. Yeah. Maybe it sounds like a lot of people are MMA experts. Sounds like we got a lot of MMA.
Yeah, for sure. It sounds, for Jared, what he could really offer us is, expectations of who can fight who, based off of winning or losing the previous fights. Like he would be a real good guy to bring in for a segment on kind of what's to happen now, kind of thing. He'd be great.
No doubt. Decker, love the cast. Another great one. Looking forward to them each and every week. You guys are totally right on Cast. That's a tough one. Nice. You guys are totally right on Kais Cast. Watched a couple minutes and couldn't stand it. Yeah. All the fake bullshit. It's just, I couldn't stand all the fake bullshit. Yeah. Also, the G Fuel. I've been drinking it for a year now, and it definitely gives you energy. If you get some, definitely go for the lemonade or rainbow sherbet flavor. And Dow, G Fuel doesn't taste like the gel. Must be some other company.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Dow. Jeez.
Come on, Dale.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, what about this?
I just wanted to fire the shots.
Since we talked about Kais.
He loves the shots. JR loves the shots. So
is Kais coming to SneakerCon Denver, number one? And number two, is he going to have us on his cast? Would you go?
He would be on our cast.
Yeah,
why would we go on that cast? Yeah. What are you talking about?
Why would we shit on that cast?
Everyone's pooping on his cast.
And not only that, but like you guys have been doing it more longer.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I watched the last one. I did.
How many is he deep now? 3?
3. Yeah. So he with his
At least
last
he's staying
one,
consistent.
Yeah.
At least he's going.
with his last one, man, he was all over the place. I can't remember this individual, but it was one of the co-owners of Sandal Boys is who he just had on. And he has his own brand. He's doing his own thing. He left Sandal Boys. I forget his name. You could look it up. But
Santa Boys?
Sandal Boys.
I don't even know what that
They
is.
did custom sandals, almost
Sandals,
like
slippers.
almost
like slides and shit?
like bootleg material. So
Gotcha.
they would take Gucci stuff. They would take all these and encompass them and make a cool sandal.
They're the ones that did those for Robbie with the 3 different. Remember, he had like Gucci.
No, that was
and-
that was E-Tie.
That fool's tight. Those came out so sick, dude. I was like,
E-Tie's
I was wondering how those were gonna work in the beginning, and then they came out super dope, dude.
Yeah.
I was jelly of those.
Yeah, so poor Kais, he stumbles over words. He's getting better. He's trying to get better, and he even says that in the cast. He apologizes.
How long
but,
are the casts?
This last one was only like 32 minutes, so they change. But he's not as prepped. He'll get there, and he'll get better, hopefully.
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, it's like first episode. Who
Takes
knows? It takes time. I'm gonna just keep doing what I do. I don't know.
Everybody just needs to fill him in on ours.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
The homie Carlos coming through. Fellas, great cast again. Can't wait to see this thing turn into a 5-episode-a-week gig. Don't have anything to add to this episode, but just wanted to show some love. Keep crushing it. Appreciate it, my dog. Carlos always coming through with some good shit. Even though he had nothing to add there. Just wanted to show love. Cole Trickle, spot on, homie. That was when I was talking about the Days of Thunder and that fool rolling into me with the 4Runner on the highway.
And I didn't know anything about
Nonsense.
it. Sorry.
Yeah, I was trying to lob you up with the Rowdy Burns, and you were just like, I don't know.
I don't know, bro.
Cole Trickle, spot on. Podcast is really developing. Look forward to it every week. I think you're going to have to start dropping 3 a week, LOL.
Wow.
Definitely interested in the March Madness bracket for the cast, which I have been looking into, dude. I'm looking into it. I'm trying to set us up a group on ESPN or some group. So hopefully we'll have that within, what are we at here, the 7th, within the next like week or so. I want to have that solidified so people can start registering because I know it's going to take a minute. We need to make sure we get the money and all that stuff. So, yeah, I'm working on it. Also, might be a good idea to set up a Facebook page for the listeners to interact. Give me an excuse to look at Facebook more often. Just a few thoughts from Scotty. Nothing but love on Wisconsin for Jay Nasty.
Hey, we love that. So let me kind of allude to something here. So we do have a Patreon account being reviewed as we speak, and just so you know, I haven't really talked to Franchise about it. That was an idea on the Patreon account. Is if we're having people subscribe, how can they communicate with us? Like, doing live casts, or instead of doing Instagram lives, we can actually program something into Patreon to be able to do that with our listeners weekly, based off of subscription. So that is something that we are thinking about adding to our repertoire.
Yep.
That'd be dope.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
FB
page. You do we have to have that with Patreon?
No,
we don't have to have that. Are you thinking about that?
Maybe as time goes on.
I hate Facebook so much, bro.
Facebook's for grandparents.
Gosh,
dog.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the thing, Jay
It's for
Nasties. We do not rock with Facebook,
Yeah.
and we have such a deep-rooted hate for Facebook. I can't stand Facebook. Anytime I have to get on Facebook, I'm overly annoyed. You want to know how much Facebook hates me too? I post every one of these podcasts on Facebook. I post the thumbnail with the link to the shit. These shits get probably 4 likes, bro.
And I share it.
3 likes.
And I get
5 likes.
The owner of Certified, Yeo, has proved to me that Facebook is still alive, and I'm still vouching for it. So if I need to create something for y'all, let's do it. But we need to continue using Facebook.
Yeah, if you want to run it,
I would love
so
that.
let's go.
So,
I would love that.
My I guess my back to that is if you're not on Facebook 24/7, you're not gonna get likes. I talked to like even JC. He gets like 4 or 5 likes.
No shit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like 10 likes. You know what I'm saying? But like the thing
I
is,
think the most we ever got
like
on a podcast was like 19 likes.
Yeah. So like the more that you post on Facebook and you're just like posting every single day and like people are liking your stuff and like just interacting with it, then you're going to jump up on Facebook. But it's like, come on now, like everybody needs to get paid. So Facebook wants you to pay to be on everybody's feed.
That's what I hate about it. And Instagram's like that to some extent. They've taken away a lot of the control, but you still have some control on the gram. Facebook, I feel like I've lost all control. And they've gone in 1,500 directions. Like, are you Facebook or are you Craigslist or are you Instagram? Are you? I'm lost. I go on that thing and it's so overwhelming, dog. There's 15 million things. Yeah, ads. You have to pay to promote things. Get 10 people are seeing my thing. Like, it's just annoying to me.
There's even reports going out about saying that Instagram is doing the same exact thing as Facebook.
Oh, it wouldn't shock me.
it's under Mark Zuckerberg's
Right.
tree of social media.
Right.
But apparently they say they're not doing that, so I don't know. Social
It'll be
media
interesting to
is
see.
weird today.
Well, dude, everyone's one slip away from being Snapchat. Look what the hell they did. They
Yeah.
tried to reformat their whole thing and rebrand, and it was the dumbest thing they could have done.
They could have easily changed everything
I
if
think
they
they killed
would have
themselves.
just pressed the restart button and taken a step back, and they would have been fine. But no, they just killed it.
Yeah, you're always one slip away from that. As long as there's something else to go to. The thing that Instagram has that nobody else has is there isn't really any other place to go to currently that's like Instagram.
Plus-
Snapchat, you could have just gone to Instagram. That's why they killed themselves. You know?
Plus, Mark Zuckerberg kind of got pissed off by the fact of Snapchat wouldn't sell themselves to him.
Right.
So he kind of took that into his own hands and tried to crush him with
Yeah, I would have sold that
Facebook
for.
and
They offered
Instagram.
him $3 billion for Snapchat. I would have, at that time, I would have taken that. I bet I get it. I mean, this guy had built the business from the ground up. He's a tech guy. He wanted to make it its own social media.
Of course,
and
because
stay
like
in
the
it.
IPO is like fucking tanking right now. It would have
Easy
been
on the
perfect.
Fs, please. My aunt's
My
listening.
bad. My
Jeez,
bad.
random
I'm
for no
sorry,
reason.
Thomas's aunt.
No, we
but
drop
like,
Fs too, but I'm just trying to let's have some substance.
But yeah, it's like the whole. I think it was when Blockbuster had the offer to buy Amazon or
Yeah,
Netflix. My
Netflix. Yeah,
bad.
yeah. Same under the same hub.
So and then also too, if you're a business on Instagram and you want to like pay for advertisements, you have to have Facebook.
Yep, I know.
So
Yep. Been there, done that, man. It's the worst. That's the only reason I'm not deleting my Facebook and just not being all on it together. I don't care. I don't have kids. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care about your kid. It's all it is. It's for families,
They need
dude.
to bring
It's for grandparents.
MySpace back so we can have like some music on our profile.
All right, the last one here, Paul. The homie Paul comes in. This is funny. Paul, you could just ask the man directly. I don't know if you're new to the cast, my guy, Paul, but we do talk directly to you. I'm talking to you, Paul. So when you say stuff like this, just talk directly to us, dog. We're listening. We're watching. It's always funny when people comment in the YouTube comments asking other people stuff that you could just ask us, dog. We'll give you. Go right to the source. So with that being said, without further ado, the build-up for Paul's comment here.
Payment.
I can't even, I called him Paul. Call Paul. Call Saul. Jeez.
Call Wall Paul, Saw Paul.
Oh, bars.
Nice.
Can someone please tell me where Dal got his pants from in the thumbnail of this video? Someone please tell him.
Those were that I was wearing with the Nikis. Those are the H&M joints, $49.99.
Those are the H&M joggers. Those are probably 2 years old, dog.
Yeah, at least.
They're probably
So-
2 years
So
old.
they're
bought like-
vintage and
Yeah.
and you got to pay resale.
Vintage
so
H&M joints.
$200.
You want them? You let me know. They're size medium. I think I have 3 pairs.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Look at that, Paul. He's offering
Let
you
me know.
pairs, bro. Wow. I wasn't
You gotta,
expecting that. I was
you
just
gotta
a simple
sign them
Yeah.
like
in
inside.
silver with the silver Sharpie
I'll do that.
on the black pants.
I think they're size 32. Yeah. So
You
let me
could
know.
put- You could put your pal down.
Your pal Dow.
Your pal. Never mind. I don't even have it. I don't know. I got to take it.
I'm your pin pal, pal. Pin pal, Paul.
Exactly. All right, man. That wraps up the YouTube comments. As always, brought to you by Pure Spectrum CBD. Visit PureSpectrumCBD.com. Use the code MUP for 10% off your order. You can hit their storefront in Evergreen if you're local. You can also order on the website, have it shipped directly to you. Fire stuff. My girl and I actually did some of the ointment last night, and then this morning I was feeling a little stiff. Put some of the tincture in my coffee, bro.
Really?
For this morning?
Dope.
Starts your day, dude. Start your day off nice. I don't know what the G Fuel does. I haven't tried it yet because I keep forgetting to throw my Stone Cold blender bottle in the dishwasher. So I'm still trying to wash that so I could try the G Fuel. But this stuff, I'm not saying it's going to wake you up like caffeine or anything like that. It just starts your day off nice. It starts your day off in a nice relaxing mode. Any kind of tension, any kind of stress, it just feels good.
You just one drop.
Yeah. Just,
One
I think
drop.
actually my girl did. I think she put a couple drops
Best
in the
part
coffee.
of waking up.
Yep.
That's it.
There
Drop
you
in
go.
your cup.
We do a little bit for our dogs as well. On our dog, when he gets his meals in the evening, say we take him for a long ass walk or whatever, because we have a big dog, 120 pounds.
Yep.
It's pretty hard on his joints, and he's young, he's 4. But it doesn't hurt to put a little bit of that. Just ease the tension, baby. Easing the tension.
All right, let's move into some news headlines, and we'll kind of wrap up on this. Let's hit the R. Kelley situation first, man. I saw him on CBS this morning the other day. Did you catch the interview?
I did, yeah. I caught some of the how would I phrase this? Some of the more intense parts, I guess, is probably the best way to describe that.
His tantrum.
Did you see that too? I was
Yeah.
not expecting. I was just expecting him to answer some questions and kind of come out. But let me pick up from this portion of the interview. This is kind of where where the interview started to unravel a little bit. And we'll probably pause this a couple times throughout the interview just so we can react to some of it, okay? So let me see. First of all, let me just play. I'm going to tease this, make sure I can pause correctly. Sorry, I'm testing stuff live on the air. Okay, that pauses. All right, and then it picks up in the right spot. Perfect. So let me end that real quick. All right, R. Kelley interview. What was the lady's name? I apologize. Gail that interviewed him. Do you know?
Shoot.
Damn it. I feel bad. I should remember. I should have had her name pulled up.
Yeah, sorry.
No, we'll pull it up. I'll play the interview first, and let's react to it here. Hold up one second. Here comes R. Kelley on CBS this morning speaking out for the first time.
Why would these women say the same thing about you, that you are controlling, that you are abusive, that you tell women when to eat, when to go to the bathroom, when they can sleep, where they can dress? Why would all these women tell these different stories about you if they were not true? And they don't know each other. That defies logic to me.
Right. Until you hear the explanation. You can start a rumor on a guy like me or a celebrity just like that. All you have to do is push a button on your phone and say, so-and-so did this to me. R. Kelley did this to me. And if you get any traction from that, if you're able to write a book from that, if you're able to get a reality show, then any girl that I had a relationship in the past that it just didn't work out, she can come and say the same exact thing.
Are you blaming this on social media?
What do you think of that? React to that. Her name's Gail King, by the way.
Yep, Gail King.
So she was the one interviewing. What do you think of that first part? Because I'm totally with her. Because what you missed before this, all he's basically saying is laying down why everyone's lying and how everyone's out to get him, and how, he's saying, you guys think I have girls locked up. That's not logical. That defies logic. Well, then that's where Gail started out. Well, this is what's not logical to me. How could all these girls be saying the same thing and they don't even know each other? Mm-hmm. They've never met. Mm-hmm. And so his defense is, look at social media. You're saying this has been out. This really didn't come out through social media until the whole documentary. Mm-mm. Let's be real, right? Yeah. I never heard of a bunch of outcry about jailing up R. Kelley or arresting R. Kelley before the documentary dropped.
Yeah. So, locking, the rumors of locking up women and holding them, where they couldn't do anything, they couldn't go anywhere, they couldn't leave, being told when to eat. My sentiments are this. It started way, way, way before this. It started way before the documentary. Let's go back to him having relations with Aaliyah when she was 15 going on to 16. Okay, that's where it starts. Call it rumors, call it what you will. You're already breaking the law then, dog. Yep. Okay?
Yep.
So it starts with that, and that is well known.
Well, she asked him that in the interview, too.
That's not something that social media started. That was reality. So reality is what these things are. Now he's just making excuses. Now he's playing himself as the victim. That's what this is all coming down to.
Let's continue here.
I'm talking about the power of social media.
So I think the point you're making is, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you have never held anybody against their will.
I don't need to. Why would I?
Well,
how stupid would it be for R. Kelley, with all I've been through in my way, way past, to hold somebody, let alone 4, 5, 6, 50, you said. How stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say you were holding.
That's stupid, guys. Is this camera on me?
All right, and then this is where it starts to spin out of control. And you can tell, I think she really rattled him with that logic question. She said, this, and this, that's what defies logic to me. How can you explain that? And this is where he kind of starts to tailspin. Mm-hmm. He stands up out of the interview. He looks directly into the camera and he starts ranting. Yeah. She can't get any questions in. This is where it turns into no longer an interview.
Correct.
It's just a man ranting at the camera. And you can tell he's clearly spinning out of control, and it looks bad.
And seeing the thing is even if you watch the interview, it's like when he says, is this camera filming me?
Right.
Like he wants that attention, and it's like, okay, like you're effed.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
You're the cat's out of the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like you're facing like straight Bill Cosby time now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like you can't do nothing about it.
And have you ever seen a man spiral out of control this badly when they're so guilty? They're so clearly guilty. Yeah. The fact that he doesn't show any remorse, the fact that he is not, I guess that would be admitting fault, which he's obviously never going to do. He's going to take it to the grave and have to let the charges be what they're going to be, which is even more disgusting because of all the people you've wronged, the families you wronged, the
lives you've taken.
The lives you've messed up. and added so much turmoil to. Let's continue along here.
Yes.
That's stupid. Use your common sense. Don't forget the blogs. Forget how you feel about me. Hate me if you want to, love me if you want, but just use your common sense. How stupid would it be for me to, with my crazy past and what I've been through, right now I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement, and don't let them eat and don't let them out unless they need some shoes down the street from their uncle.
Robert,
Stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing.
Robert.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
And this is where he stands up and he gets into full wig out mode. If you have not seen the video, it's classic TV.
Yeah.
My girl and I were watching last night, like kind of laughing and kind of just like wow, is this really happening? Yeah, dude.
Like hip hop, love and hip hop type deal.
Right. This is just it's the worst look. It's the worst look that you could give. Like, I don't know if you could see him sitting down. I'm like, could he do anything to make this worse? I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Like just burying the hatchet at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Here, let's finish it out here.
Oh, killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You killing me, man. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this
Is that true, Dallas? Do you not want to believe the truth?
No.
Is that a real man?
This-
Like what?
This guy's a basket case. So let's address this real quick. So obviously he's playing the victim and he's playing it hard. Okay. Shout outs to Gail for keeping her shit together.
Yeah.
She handled that like a rock star, dude.
Dude, the way he stood up, did you see the end of the interview when she was talking to her colleagues at CBS and
I didn't see it.
the girls were like,
Trying to calm him down.
I thought you were going to get hit.
Yeah.
I honestly thought at one point
Totally.
you were in danger. Did you ever feel in danger? And she's like, no, I never did.
Yeah.
Gail King said, I never did, but I could tell he was very intense. I can tell he was very emotional. He was mad, but I never felt physically in danger. She said she never felt that way.
What do the women that he has captive, what do they go through if he's that like shook up about something and starts beating the hell out of them?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even like the whole comment where he's like,
Multiple women said they'd been slapped across the face by him within the first couple of days of meeting him. It was,
and then that's the thing is like, he's taking broken women,
right.
women that don't have families, women that have no self-worth.
Chris was just in here saying that yesterday. He's like, "Do you see that documentary? All those girls are terrible.
Yeah,
they're not even like
they're
good looking.
broken.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they're not like. It's not like he's pulling bad chicks and like. I'm like, yeah, because that's the people. That's what I was saying to him. Like, these are the girls that are broken. These are the people that would do something like that. If a girl has dudes crawling all over her all the time,
She don't need R.
wanting to
Kelly.
fly her places. What is she ain't? Those kind of girls ain't messing with R. Kelly. It's the broken freaking young girls
the ones that are trying to make a career,
Yep.
and even the families, like even
Right.
the families that are like, maybe he can help my family,
Exactly.
or whatever.
Maybe he
the
can
case
help
may
us.
be.
It's like the old. We were talking about that Barbizon scam. You got. I don't know if
Oh,
if you're
yeah,
not,
yeah.
if you're not from
Barbizon,
CO.
for sure.
If you're not from the CO, you don't know Barbizon. But Barbizon basically was like this modeling. It was like one of the first big modeling agencies, and they would go. You would be walking through the mall, and they would come up and be like, "Oh my gosh, your child has it. Your child's so beautiful. We could."
Pay all
They're
this
showing them all
money.
this. Yeah. So now all of a sudden the parents are flying their kid around. They're giving all this money to Barbizon, thinking that their kid's gonna be this big childhood actor or this big childhood model or star. They're gonna be the next Michael Jackson or whatever. Childhood
Sensation.
sensation. There you go. That's what I was looking for. And none of that ever happens. It's the same kind of thing.
Exactly.
He's selling them a dream. He's selling them some oceanfront property in Arizona.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
Totally.
I got a little bit too if you want some. Send me 200,000.
Exactly.
You
It's
know?
like the whole what is it, with Ja Rule and the other guy.
Oh, Fire Festival.
Yeah, Fire Fest. Like I got
Fest.
what you need. But seeing even like when he's like, I'm not letting these girls go nowhere except to get shoes at their uncle's house down the streat. Like, who even said that?
That seems like some real shit. Like,
That
I
does.
did do that.
Yeah,
Right.
and not only that, but like the thing is nobody ever said that they got let out. Like they were okay to just leave and
If
come
you saw
back.
the documentary, did you guys see it on
Yeah, I've
Lifetime?
seen it.
Okay,
I
so
haven't seen it.
in one portion of the documentary, there's one girl in there that says she got slapped in the face, and later that day or that night, she got up and walked out the front door when he was doing something or whatever, and she left and ran away.
Never
just
again,
gone.
yeah.
Never went back. So she didn't get stopped. She wasn't chained up or anything. So I think there are certain narratives that may be a little exaggerated or a little, I don't think the funny part is he's focusing so much on the chaining up and on the whatever. I didn't chain anyone up. All right, no one's saying you chained anyone up.
Exactly.
No one, you know what I mean? Like you're focusing on some shit that's this very maybe someone on Reddit mentioned chaining up. Like that's not the real story.
But you
here.
slap somebody,
Right?
So.
Yeah, you're not talking about when these bitches showed up and you made them call you daddy right away, and you stripped away their identity. You had no name, they had no name, and immediately, boom, you're daddy right away. Then you start backhanding them. The manipulation starts immediately.
That's a pimp.
Exactly. That's pimp mentality. It's manipulation. It's mind control, and that's what he's got going on. We're not talking about chaining up, bro.
Totally.
Let me just finish this out. There's a minute left. Go ahead.
And then at the end of it, though, like as we get into the end, because this is pretty close to it.
Yeah.
He's talking about his kids, dog. Now he throws his kids in there, which is that's the biggest slap in the face here from a personal standpoint, from what he's doing right now to what he hasn't been doing. He's now back in jail. You know that, right? On 160 racks in back child support.
His friend bailed him out initially.
Yeah, for the 100,000.
100,000.
And now, after this interview, he was sent back to jail because of backlog child support.
161,000.
161,000 ish.
Wow.
So now you're gonna bring your kids into it, bring them into it, act like it's their fault.
That's
playing
the
this
reason you
victim.
wanna-
This
yeah,
is the
yeah.
reason I'm still the victim.
I'm a changed
I'm the
man.
victim.
Yeah.
And then I'm a changed man. But oh yeah, by the way, I ain't paid for him.
Yeah.
I don't care about him.
Right.
Get out of here.
Here, let's finish out the last little bit here.
Point, we briefly paused the interview to give Kelley a moment. His publicist helped calm him down.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're going to
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep
true.
rolling.
This is not, doesn't even make sense. Why would I hold all these women? Their mothers and fathers told me, we're going to destroy your career.
But Kelley's emotions remained raw.
It's real girls out there missing. It's real young girls out there being abducted, being raped, okay? They really are on
look over here.
chains. They really do have chains on their wrists, and they can't get
What
out.
chains?
And they're ending up buried in deep.
Robert, we have to have a
This
conversation,
is
really.
not me.
I don't want you just ranting at the camera.
I came here for them to hear me
Okay,
talk.
but
I need help.
What kind of help?
This is the kind of help I need.
Yes,
shit.
what kind of help?
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart.
Oh my
So
God.
big. People betray me, and I keep forgiving them.
You sound like you're playing the victim here. You sound like R. Kelley. You do. When I listen to you,
I'm
it
just
does
telling
sound
the
like
truth.
you're playing the victim
I'm just
card.
telling the truth.
Sounds like
Can
he's
somebody
singing.
help my man out
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Can we get my guy some help and not let him have such a big heart?
Yeah, it sounds like he's about to sing like "Trapped in the Closet" again.
Right.
Like he's about to come with like another, album out, and he's like, I have a big heart.
Yeah.
Like, he's like,
Did you guys ever hear the shit he just recently came out with called
yeah,
I
where,
Admit
like,
It or
yeah,
whatever? And it's
Admit
like
It, yeah.
20 some minutes long, and he didn't admit shit.
yeah.
He didn't admit anything in there. It was like a bunch of humble brag bullshit.
It's honestly like
It's the worst.
Like even like
it's the worst thing you ever heard.
like if I would have did it.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
book
Oh,
by-
dude.
Yeah.
Give me some on that one. If I would have did it. Remember that book? O.J. Simpson wrote a book, If I Would Have Did It.
Oh, yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
my. Dude, this
Yeah.
is that, bro. That's exactly what it is. I admit it is If I Did It. It's a circa O.J.
I didn't do it.
Gotta give
I
you
didn't
shots
do
on that
it.
one.
But if I did do it, this is how I would have did it.
That exactly. Oh my gosh, that's good. Yeah, So can somebody please get a support group together? Oh my bad. Can somebody please get a support group together and we just need to help R. Kelley not have such a big heart, guys.
Yeah. That's
You
the
know?
that's the biggest problem in America is big hearts.
What we're forgetting here is
I'm fighting for my life.
he's fighting for his life.
Fighting for
guys.
his life because his heart's so big.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. When you have a big heart, you are naturally just fighting for your life.
It could explode at any
And,
time.
It could.
And the crazy thing is the man's 52 years old.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Current right now he's 52 years old. So he's been doing this for years and years, and there's videotapes and the thing is like, there's still people out there that are his fans that love him, that still believe that he is innocent.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Crazy to me.
Yeah.
It was crazy to me in the documentary. You don't know this, Duck. You didn't see yet, but there's a chick that goes to one of his trials, bro.
Yeah.
And she's a younger, was she like 15 at the time, maybe?
15,
15, 16,
and
something like that.
every day, ditching school and everything.
To go to his trial and stand outside the courtroom. And as he's walking in, he kind of makes eye contact with her, and they end up having a little convo.
Yeah.
And dude, he ends up getting this chick Then and she, what a dumbass this girl is outside the trial. And I feel bad saying that because she's just young. She doesn't know any better. So we look at it as like, oh, what an idiot.
Yeah.
But it's like she's not really an idiot. She's just young. She's naive. She doesn't know.
And
she doesn't
then
know
she went to his house, and
but this is after he had already been accused of all this. She's at a trial for this, and he freaking pulls her out, and she ends up getting caught in the web, dude, and getting spun in and being stuck at his crib. And dude, I'm serious. You guys got to check this out.
And the thing is
it's
like
nuts.
It's it's definitely hard to watch and sit through because you get so disgusted. Because you're like, look at the legacy of this man's music.
Yep.
And then you start listening. Like if you hear any of his songs, you start thinking differently. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
He might have been talking about something crazy.
Yeah, bump and grind seems a little odd now.
Very odd.
I'm not about that life now.
Yeah,
all
he
of a
don't
sudden.
see nothing wrong.
Eminem called it years ago. Like R. Kelly, as soon as bump and grind comes on.
Yeah, exactly.
More pain inside of my brain and in the eyes of a little girl inside of a plane aimed at the world trade. Fucking
Boom,
sick,
bars.
fool. M is, oh man.
Yeah,
Old M is so
exactly.
sick, dog. Just ill. And the beat where he's doing that part is even iller because it starts getting darker while he's saying that. It's, dude.
We need shots.
My dad's gone crazy. Eminem show. Check it out if you haven't heard it, dude. Yeah, we need shots.
Get the sense of shots.
Every time I play the gunshot now, I'm gonna think of JR because he loves the shots so much. All right, man. Let's move on from that, and we got about 10 minutes here before we wrap. Let's finish out on LeBron James. Passing Michael Jordan for 4th all-time scorer in the NBA last night. Happened against the Denver Nuggets. The homie Con Lee texts me like I didn't know what was going on. He's like, "Oh man, Joe, LeBron's going to pass Jordan." I'm like, "Con, Nuggets are my squad. You don't think I'm locked in, dog? We got a 8:30 p.m. game, prime time. You don't think I'm locked in?
Yeah.
Come on, my guy.
We got a second seed for the playoffs right now in the Western Conference.
Right. I'm locked and loaded.
I ain't
bro.
watching.
Locked and loaded. Actually, I need to get
a lot of records have been involving the Denver Nuggets, including highest score in the NBA.
Yeah.
game.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Nuggets, we do this.
So my thoughts on LeBron passing it last night. My initial thoughts, and I was telling my girl this. It seemed weird to me, dog. It didn't seem like it should have been. And I don't know if that's because the Lakers are so bad. LeBron's been injured and he's just coming back and they're not going to make the playoffs. I don't know if it's the supporting cast he has around him or not. It's nobody that helped get him there or to where he's at. So it looked weird to me. He scored the bucket. He got the foul. He broke the record. And then I was kind of waiting for this like celebration. Almost, you're in LA too. You're at home. I was expecting like not necessarily confetti to fall, but something similar. Like I was
standing ovation.
Yeah, I was expecting some gunshots. Where's the DJ in that building? Like I was expecting a little more hype. And all of a sudden, all I got was LeBron kind of looking around like, okay, he looked confused. He kind of threw his hands up. And then Caldwell Pope comes over and gives him a hug.
Yeah.
Who is, okay.
Caldwell Pope.
Right. That's the first guy he wanted to hug was Caldwell
Should
Pope.
have been like Jack Nicholson.
Right. Dude, I thought Rich Paul would be chilling courtside. Like he'd go up to Rich Paul, one of his own, especially after I just watched the More Than an Athlete documentary on ESPN Plus that I told you guys to check out. I thought it was well done. It felt sad to me, bro. I felt sad for him. The accomplishment felt sad. It didn't really feel like an achievement. And I can't put my finger on exactly why. I don't know if it's one of those reasons or all of the reasons I just laid out, but it didn't feel good. What was your impression, or how did you guys feel?
For me, I was a little salty, because obviously you're going to have this comparison of GOAT versus GOAT, right? And I think LeBron is the greatest of all time in his generation. Michael Jordan in his generation, and obviously longer than that. That's just my personal opinion there with Jordan. But this comparison just continues to go on, and I was a little salty at first when he actually beat Michael Jordan out for that spot. But, LeBron James, rightfully deserved, is what I would say. He works his ass off. I think it has a lot to do, I think why you're sad, in my opinion, it has a lot to do with just this season. So he gets hurt, right? They're in playoff contention, obviously, before the injury. He has the injury. The Lakers are injury prone all of a sudden, right? Lonzo's out. Ingram's out. Kuzma goes out here in the last game or two. Rondo's in and out, half the games. We expected more, I think, from LeBron and the Lakers this year, and we knew that he couldn't just change it in one season. This is a young team. They just don't have that experience, is my opinion. So we have a team that could have been in playoff contention, was in playoff contention. All these different things happen. Then all this LeBron stuff gets gets brought up. All the producing he's got the show on NBC, kind of like The Rock, the Titan games.
Yeah.
He's got his own show now starting. He's got his, the barbershop joint. He's got all these different things. He's producing albums.
Right.
with 2 Chainz.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, all this backlash comes out. But yet he's still making records. They're not making the playoffs. There's so much negativity surrounding something so positive. And by the way, his whole Lakers staff is inexperienced and they're all young. And he doesn't have Dwayne Wade to hug. He doesn't have Kyrie Irving to hug.
Right.
He's got nobody to hug. Okay.
Caldwell Pope.
It just Caldwell Pope. So it just doesn't feel organic. It just feels nothing. There's like nothing to celebrate because LeBron has dragged himself through a bunch of different things that has arguably threatened his career a little bit, I think, by these decisions and getting involved with all this other stuff. I get it. He's an entrepreneur, one of the best in the NBA, if not the best. But I just think all these things that have happened have been brought up and the decisions that he's made, it just doesn't feel authentic and it just doesn't feel like a time to celebrate.
It's interesting to me because I heard this on the game broadcast last night, and I wasn't aware of this. The Lakers are 30-35. At this time last year, they were 29-36. So you're telling me they're one game better with the best player in the world or the supposed best player in the world?
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
that's just mind-blowing to me.
Yeah.
And seeing and my take on it is so Jordan, one team, and he didn't have a bunch of other stuff going on. Yeah, he did, the baseball thing.
Degenerate gambler.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But aside from that.
But it's like he focused so much on breaking these records. Like he was so focused on breaking these records, and it's like LeBron James is like, yeah, I'm going to break it. He's like nonchalant about it. And not only that, but, Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? He's basically breaking these records, and he's doing it on Kobe's, court, because everybody looks at it's like Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, or, Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. Kobe's still in there, and I feel like if somebody was to do it and be a part of the Bulls,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It's like they're trying to take that from them on that team, and it sucks because nowadays we run into issues where players really sometimes don't have the option to stay with the team. They just get traded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, this is the best for the team, so fucking just trade him.
Yeah.
So, and that's like LeBron, went from Cleveland to Miami, back to Cleveland to LA. And, and I mean, I respect LeBron because of what he's doing as a man, and as a businessman, but it's just,
this is all LeBron James' fault. I'm the biggest LeBron guy ever, dude. Ever since watching that documentary to The More Than an Athlete, I have even more respect for LeBron. I was not a huge LeBron fan when he came up because he's from Ohio.
Sure.
I'm not a big Ohio guy. You know what I mean?
Ohio,
But he came out the year I was in high school was the year he went into the NBA, or my senior year in high school. I'm sorry. It was the first year he went in the NBA. I remember watching that game with friends, watching everything. And, I was one of the people that once LeBron shit on Cleveland and went to Miami, I was pumped. I was the biggest LeBron fan ever. I was like, yeah shit on Cleveland. Yeah, geeked, And I was probably in the minority, but I've kind of gotten over that, and I just like LeBron as a person. I think the school is dope. I think the way he treats his family and his wife and puts them first. You don't hear about him in headlines. You don't hear him doing dumb shit. He's not getting DUIs. He's not getting in trouble off the court. He's not out at the nightclub all late doing dumb shit. You never hear about any of that with LeBron. So I love that about LeBron. I love the competitor LeBron is. The jumping teams and all that stuff, that's what sports have become. Sports have evolved. We got to get over that. And if you're still stuck in that past, that's fine. But I'm not going to tell you how to be a fan. You can be a fan the way you want. I'm just saying I've moved past it. It's not the same. People don't feel bird magic, it's just not the same days. So, but this is all LeBron's fault because he decided to put these trade talks out there. He decided to go into the front office and say, I'm not happy. We need to move some players. We need to go get Anthony Davis. He made all this happen. So he alienated those players. Not nobody else.
He just brought this all on himself.
Right.
And one thing that I do respect about LeBron James is his shoes last night. He put
those are sick.
Thank you, MJ.
Yeah.
And they were the Jordan 3s, kind of like Kobe colorway. And and the dope thing was the writing on the shoes instead of the elephant print. But he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Obviously beating Michael Jordan's records, but he's still like, hey, look, I respect you and thank you for what you've done.
For sure.
So
let's take a look at these bets, Dal. We have some season-long bets going on. It's been a minute since we revised these. Now, I pulled this up before we get into the Lakers bet here, which is topical. Dude, did you ever hit me for the Bears making the playoffs. I had yes, you had no, and they did make the playoffs. That was $5.
Oh, I didn't hit you.
You owe me 5 on that.
All right.
Which we'll just hang on to it because I'm going to lose this one. We had 5 on the Lakers over under 49.5 wins. I have yes. I have over. You have under. They ain't getting to 49.5. I'm going to lose that. Then we got Western Conference Finals. You have Golden State versus Houston. I have Golden State versus the Lakers. So if it's Golden State versus Houston, you're right. If it's not, obviously, I'm not going to be right. Yeah, we're just pushing. Okay. So on that one, it's probably going to be a push. On the other one, you didn't pay me the 5 for the Bears. I'm going to owe you 5 for this one. So we're probably just going to push there.
Wash, yeah.
And then we have the Warriors over under 63.5. I have over, you have under.
What are they trending at right now?
I'm so sorry. I have under, you have over. 63.5 wins.
I think you got that.
Under?
Yeah, I think you got that
under.
win. Because right now, what are they, 44-20?
Looking.
Ish?
I'm looking.
I think that's the latest update I have.
Yes. 44-20.
Stringsteen.
And there's 18 games, so what would that mean if they won all 18? So 54, I don't really have a chance.
Oh, you already lost on that.
Already lost.
So it sounds like after all this shit, you're going to end up owing me $5. Is what it's going to sound like.
After all those great bets.
Yeah, after all this stuff, it sounds like you're going to owe me $5 for all this. I didn't even realize. I just went to pull up the bets, and that's what was in there. I totally forgot about the Bears bet. But
yeah, Bears.
I didn't forget about that one. I did, but now that I remember,
revisionist history.
Absolutely made that.
So yeah, man, I think that's where we close. Obviously, neither of us think the Lakers are going to make the playoffs. We don't really have time to get into Kyler Murray, and we have so much time before the NFL draft that we got a ton of time to talk about that, man. Sure. We have a ton of time to break that down over the next few weeks. I think March Madness.
We start kind of getting a little bit into March Madness next week. Start getting into NBA a little bit harder and more. And we'll have some good sports heavy stuff.
I want to thank JR for coming in, man. I appreciate you coming in, and hopefully we can help pump the word and get the word out about your shop, the re-up. Sure. I definitely am going to stop by. We're going to go over there, check it out. I know that we have a good business working relationship as well as being homies. So come over there, get some shirts printed and shit, get some stuff going for the cast. Also get some sneakers. But it is in the Belmar Shopping Center. Again, it's on Instagram at thereup.co, and it's thereupunlimited.com.
Yep.
Cool.
Website live right now, and we have a lot of inventory online, a lot of physical inventory. Like I said, we're doing a lot of limited edition runs on shirts and stuff like that. So We're just really pushing people to come to the store, and we want your business. You know what I'm saying? And we're all about giving back. So come check us out. Any graffiti artists or even artists out there that want to get your work seen, definitely hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to me, and I'm all about working with people. So yeah.
Hell yeah! Anything more? You guys want to close on, man? Anything else before we wrap up here?
Good to go, man. Love it.
I think. Go ahead.
SneakerCon.
As I was going to say, SneakerCon Denver, April 27th. As long as these fools don't cancel it or some bullshit doesn't happen.
The re-up sponsor.
If anybody's got any connects, man, the re-up sponsor table. You're going to be out there. The Most Underrated Podcast. We got to get a banner and shit down. We got to get going. Bro.
We'll get it.
We got to get it popping already. All right, man. That's all for this episode of the Most Underrated Podcast. And as always, man, we appreciate the hell out of you guys, and we will see you fools on Tuesday.